We're live? All right, bet. We're good. All right. What's happening, y'all? Sorry I'm late, man. What's good, Joseph? Okay, first. Rich is second. Jones is third. He said, I have news. All right, Jones, what's good? What's good? What's the news? Would you rather have a job that makes you happy or $2 million a year? I guess happy because I can find another way to get that $2 million. There's so many other ways to get streams of income. That $2 million a year do sound nice though. I mean, what do we talk? How sad are we talking? Because there's different levels of sad. Different people are sad about different things. Some mundane work like stapling papers all day. I'm your guy. As long as I can listen to music and watch anime, you pay me $100 an hour to staple papers, boy. You gonna have the best staple papers you ever. What's good, King Sean? Protect, what's happening? What's happening? Make sure y'all go subscribe to my boy Protect, man. Y'all already know whenever he in the chat, y'all gotta subscribe if y'all haven't. What's good, TMS? Hey, yo, who called me? What's good, Rifty? What's happening? What's happening? How much do I? Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, how much we talking? He said Rico Dwayne is starting. Yeah, that's wild, bro. I don't know how we got here, to be honest. I don't know how we got here with the Dwayne Haskins situation. This is crazy. I mean, because the thing that's like really wild is how sure they sounded that Alex Smith would start against the Seahawks. They were basically saying, hey, man, if he needed to, he could have came back against the 49ers. Now, out of nowhere, you can tell they don't really know what's going on with the injury because now, out of nowhere, they're basically making it sound like they're not too sure if he's going to come back at any point this regular season. I mean, he wasn't even able to practice this week. So we'll have to monitor the situation next week. But the thing that's most interesting to me is who's the backup quarterback? They've already announced Alex Smith is out. Like he can't even be the backup. So it's like who's gonna play quarterback? If Dwayne Haskins were to get hurt, who's coming in? Is it Logan Thomas, the reserve quarterback? Did we elevate Steven Montez? I'm gonna have to look it up. What's good, Jason? What's happening? What's happening? We got endless injuries. It's actually not that bad though. If you think about it, compared to the last 3 years, this is actually a really good year. We've actually done very well. Other than Matt Ioannidis, I'm now Alex Smith, who his leg was already pre-hurt. I'm trying to think any major ones. I mean, we lost Jerron Christian for a little while. We lost Brandon Sheriff for a couple of games. That's typical. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just don't like this is actually a really good year for us as far as injuries go. And I believe wholeheartedly, first of all, half of it is the new training staff. The other half is what was I about to say? Oh, us practicing hard now. Because remember with Jay Gruden, the practices were too soft. So then when we played games, they weren't ready to get hit like that. You know what I'm saying? Their bodies weren't built for that, to take full-blown contact. So now that we practice with full-blown contact, you know, people build their bodies up over time during training camp because we took it one step at a time. We ramped it up every few practices, a little bit of contact, some more than a lot. And now, like, our team is just built to be a little bit more durable. We didn't lose Jonathan Allen. Terry McLaurin, the occasional banged up, but he hasn't missed a game. Last season, he missed a few games. It's literally about Steve. It's been Steven Sims, Antonio Gandy Golden. It's a bunch of guys that haven't really contributed much anyway, except for Cornelius Lucas. I mean, except for Jerron Christian. And then because of Jerron Christian's injury, we found out that Cornelius Lucas was better. You know what I'm saying? This has actually been a really good year, for a good season for injuries. And I'm pretty thankful. I'm definitely cherishing a year like this because it doesn't happen too often. He protects was laughing. How much do I hate? That's what I'm saying. How much do we hate that though? Appreciate the donation. My boy Alexander Wilson, man. With Haskins starting, we aren't gonna win. Dang, okay, off rip like that. Okay. Why do I got you, mommy. I wanted to show I wanted Asha in the picture, but I can move it closer. I don't think it's that bad, but hey, you're a mom, so let me see. All right, that's better. You can kind of see Asha a little bit. Not really. Hi, Brody. What happened? Why you want attention now? What's good, Steve Austin? 3 of our starters of defense are out. Oh, yeah. I mean, Deshazor Everett isn't a high-end starter anyway. Who else am I missing? Matt Ioannidis, of course. That's the worst. I think Matt Ioannidis is definitely the biggest injury to me, especially since it was like an out-for-season injury. I'm trying to think. Who's the other defensive starter that I'm missing? Hey Rico, I'm with that job too. $100 an hour to staple stuff all day. Hey, that's what I'm saying, man. What's good, Jamon? What's good? Montez probably Alexandria nigga. It's gonna be Steve Montez or Tyler Hemke, Jason Cohoke. Oh, Coholcomb has. I mean, but he hasn't missed a lot though. Oh, I forgot this week Coholcomb and Ken. Oh yeah, now we're getting hit. Now we're getting hit with them though. But up to this point, we've been pretty good. And still, even at this point, even with Coholcomb, Kevin Pierre-Louis, Matt Nice, and all of those guys out, it's still nowhere near as bad as what we've been through the past few seasons at this point in the season, and what other teams are dealing with right now. The Cowboys, the Eagles are all terrible right now. The Giants are worse than us. Everybody, literally every team in our division is hurt more than us. And we're not even talking about the 49ers. We're not even talking about all the other teams in the league. So I'm thankful. Rico, they're going to call you to play cute. Okay. Who do you think will be backup quarterback? Kevin Pillow got a knee injury. Just imagine the depth we will have a running back if we keep Lamar Miller and everyone. Yeah, that's a good point. Thank God the best QB on the roster is now starting. How you think Haas is going to play? Honestly, I don't know. I really have no idea. Would like to see Sadiq Charles get another opportunity. Yeah, I'm interested in seeing what Sadiq Charles will bring to the table. I'm really high on him. I thought he was going to be our left tackle of the future, hopefully. I mean, he does have the arm length. His arms are pretty short, so like I could definitely see him playing guard very well. Also, it depends. I mean, him having short arms didn't stop him from being the starting left tackle on one of the best offenses of all time at LSU and not having any problems against the SEC, Alabama, Georgia, all of us. Like he looked like he was playing like a Pro Bowl out there. It didn't matter. But yeah, guard, I'm definitely interested in seeing what he can do at guard. Because if he's better than Wes Schweitzer, which I'm assuming he will be, then Wes Schweitzer is the best backup guard in the league. And that's good. That's a good insurance policy for cheap for when Brandon Sheriff gets hurt. Because you have to pretty much expect Brandon Sheriff to play about 12 games a year. Yeah, at this point, you just basically playing around that. I have news, none of which are bad, I think. Okay, Jones has good news. Rico, did you forget? Yeah, I forgot about that. It's more news than usual. It's been a good year for injuries because we got rid of Jordan Reed. Yo, I think Kaepernick will come back in as a backup. What's good, Jose? Oh, long overdue, man. The super chat, man. Appreciate that. Keep grinding, man. Appreciate that, Remington, man. I really, really appreciate that. Oh, just to let y'all know, Chase Young is one of only 3 rookies since 2000 to have 5+ sacks, 3 forced fumbles, and a touchdown ever in NFL history. So, since 2000, basically. Just wanted to give y'all that. But, man, appreciate that, Remington, man. Big shouts out to you, man. Thank you for the donation. Kevin Pierre-Louis can get an extension. I agree. Rico, did you vote for the Pro Bowl? Yeah, of course. And I voted. I'm not one of those people that's just super biased and vote all burgundy and gold. I only vote burgundy and gold for the people I feel like that deserve it. You know what I'm saying? Like if you seem like you deserve it, like Montez Sweat, Chase Young, Terry McLaurin, Antonio Gibson's hurt, but I still voted for him because he deserved it before he got hurt. You know, guys like that. But I'm not about to just vote Wes Schweitzer for Pro Bowl or Troy Apke. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going that. I'm not going to be I actually voted objectively. And then, of course, I had to support my guys a little bit more because we are unheralded. We're underrated. Guys like Terry McLaurin, Montez Sweat, Chase Young. Maybe Chase Young because now he's actually like a popular name. A lot of those guys like Terry McLaurin, Antonio Gibson aren't getting the credit they deserve. So I had to vote them up. Just off of the fact that, like, I had to counter the fact that people are just ignorant to how great they actually are and how talented they are. They should have elevated Steven Montez. Where we at? Be right back. I'm watching the greatest anime of all time. My opinion, Yu Yu Hakusho. Definitely in my top 5 easily, Joseph. Oh, yeah, in the Dark Tournament. Oh, yeah, top 5. One of the best arcs, period. Top 5 anime, top 5 art. Easily. Rico finally gave me a shout out even though he was lagging. Yeah, my mom pointed it out to me, and then I saw King Shot in the comment. I don't know why. iMovie, I was like, this is weird. It's different. And so then I went back and looked at that video, and like the first 5 minutes was like unedited, and I don't know why. I don't know. But now y'all get to see how much editing I do, I guess. Like the fact that y'all noticed that it was like weird and wrong lets you know how much editing I do. Like a 20-minute video for me is normally like an hour of footage of me like recording and going back and making sure I say things properly in the right order. I like to make sure things in the right order. I don't want to say things and jump around topics. So say Trashkins is garbage. He sucked. Dang, why y'all hate him so much? What do you do to y'all? I'm not confident he's gonna be good, but I just don't know. You know what I'm saying? I don't know why y'all. What did he do to y'all? It just seems so personal the way y'all attack him. You know what I'm saying? Hey Rico, even though we have Scott Turner, who's completely different at play calling, you think we can use Lance or any quarterback we get this mobile? You think we use him like we RG3? Oh yeah, I think Lance is more talented than RG3. His arm strength, he's more accurate. Not as I mean RG3 wasn't consistent, but Lance's biggest weaknesses is strength of opponent. He only played 1 year in college, and he's pretty inconsistent. But Lance's best plays are up there with Trevor Lawrence and Justin Fields, or sometimes even better. He has the strongest arm in the class. He's one of the fastest in the class. So yeah, I mean, he may not be as fast as RG3. He's not Lamar Jackson, Kyler Murray fast, but he's definitely faster than Pat Mahomes. Definitely faster than Trevor Lawrence, faster than Zach Wilson, all of those guys, faster than Cam Newton, things like that, faster than Josh Allen. Lance can be truly special. I believe Scott Turner could take him and turn him into a demon. Appreciate the donation again, Alexander, man. Much appreciated. If you say Haskins the best, stop drinking. Hey, man, I appreciate the donation. Why you hate the sports critic? So I got a 96% on my biology exam, got 29 to 30 out of our review for the extra 10. So I got okay, that boy Jones, I see you. Hey, I gotta clap it up for Jones, man. Doing well in school, man. School used to be fun. I miss high school. I don't miss taking AP tag and magnet courses all at the same time. And then I did dual enrollment, so I was going to Georgia State while I was in high school, and it counted towards both high school and college credits. I was doing it all, like anything that you could do, magnet, tag, AP, honors, all of that, man. I don't necessarily miss that, but I do miss school. Definitely enjoy school, Jones. If I could, I would go back in time, and I'd do it again. Even if I couldn't change nothing, I would do it all again, especially high school and college. I'd even go back to middle school. I hope they replace Sheriff with a first-round pick offensive line. Save cap, plus he only plays like 70%. What's good, Conti, Taz? No, I'm definitely down to extend Chase Roulier. I feel like if when in doubt, Wes Schweitzer could play right guard in place of Brandon. I say give Brandon Sheriff that money and let Wes Schweitzer be the insurance policy at right guard, because we've seen that he can be a good guard for us on a top 15 offensive line, which we have currently. I'm not hating, telling facts. I got 88% on my algebra exam. Okay. I exempted English and AP Human. How'd you get exempted? Would you because you like, is it one of those systems where you have a certain amount of like a high enough grade to where they don't make you take the final type of thing? Darby gonna be on DK Sunday. That'll be a fun matchup. Shouts out to Jeremy Reeves. We're gonna need him. I know I like Ronald Darby. I believe we should give him a big extension, but Jeremy Reeves gonna have to help Ronald Darby out, man. We know Ronald Darby can get beat deep. He's great within 15 yards of the line of scrimmage. He's great making plays on the ball and all of that, but his back pedal, a little crusty, a little rusty. You know what I'm saying? Watch out for Chad Surratt in the draft, quarterback turned outside linebacker. Oh, he sounds smart then. Let me write that down, Jason Jones. Let me give you credit too. Jason Jones says, : how did you spell that again? Hold on, let me get the correct spelling. You said, I try to write down everybody y'all say so that I can go back and look at them later. Chad Surratt. Oh, Surratt. Man, I still spelled it wrong, even going back and forth. All right, I got him now. I have him down. Okay, bet. I'll take him checking out. Editing sucks. I freaking hate editing. Yeah, it's definitely the worst part of making videos. If I could just make a video and just put it out with no editing, y'all would get like 3 videos a day. It's just like an hour recording, which ends up being like a 20 minutes of video that y'all watch takes about 4 hours for me. Like, so like literally without editing, like y'all get about like 3 videos a day, just me talking about nothing. And today's news, Dwayne Haskins won Fortnite. You know what I'm saying? Like I give y'all random pointless stuff. At that point, I wouldn't even consolidate my news. Y'all would just get random stuff. Y'all would get spammed. Haskins better take this opportunity to do good and maybe a future QB. Yeah, Haskins definitely needs to seize this moment. There's no excuses. I've been going to the weight room twice a day, 3 times a week. Okay, Jones, so you replace football with working out. That's the way to stay in shape and come back harder next year, man. Kind of want Justin Herbert now. I like Justin Herbert, too. The greatest anime is Cowboy Bebop. First of all, you ain't got to donate every time you say something, but I really appreciate it, man. I really do. Really appreciate my boy Alexander. I haven't gotten to Cowboy Bebop. Again, like, I'm not sure if you've heard me before, but I was late to anime. Like, y'all, like how y'all watch Dragon Ball Z and all that type of stuff growing up. I didn't really, I mean, I knew about Dragon Ball Z and I tried to draw them, but I didn't really watch them. So like I didn't get into anime till like sophomore year of college. Was I like 18? So like I'm late, so I'm going back and watching everything. Like I'm still on One Piece right now. I already watched Yu Yu. I watched Naruto, Dragon Ball Z. I couldn't finish it. It wasn't. I just after watching Full Metal Alchemist, after watching Yu Yu Hakusho, after watching animes like Attack on Titan, going back to watch Dragon Ball Z wasn't it. Naruto was still great to watch though. Yu Yu Hakusho, Parasite. I'm trying to think of random other ones. I watch a lot of stuff too. Like I'm so far that I even watch Slice of Life now. Like I watch Toradora and stuff like that. I still don't regret taking Chase, but Herbert is a beast. Oh yeah, now I definitely if you tell me in the future that we can get Zach Wilson, Trey Lance, Justin Fields, and Trevor Lawrence, I will definitely take one of those 4 quarterbacks with Chase Young over Justin Herbert and who we would potentially get in this draft at any other position. Chase Young was a must get. He's like the Ray Lewis, the Brian Dawkins of our team, of our generation. Like, I mean, he's the guy talking the most. He's running up and down the sidelines. He's always on camera. He's the spirit of the team. And it's crazy, too, because we have all of these Alabama guys who were already the spirits of the team, like Jonathan Allen. And Chase Young said, forget all of that. He's a bigger leader than all of the quarterbacks. Like, he's the spirit. I'm not sure if y'all have noticed, but, I mean, even Alex Smith said, like, sometimes Chase Young is in his face getting everybody hyped. You know what I'm saying? Chase Young is the spirit of the team. And then we have Terry McLaurin, who's also, like, one of the ideal model wide receivers of this whole generation on our team. But then Chase Young is even like, bro, Chase Young is like, even with Terry McLaurin, Jonathan Allen, all the Alex Smith, Chase Young is still the spirit of the team. Like that lets you know how many great players, how many great locker room guys we have in the system right now. Let me bring on Seyi. My boy Seyi was good, man.
Yo, what's up? What's up? What's up? Let me adjust my camera a bit. All right, good. What's up? My bad. I actually kind of overslept. I didn't know. I accidentally took a nap. Like I wasn't trying to take a nap. I just happened to fall asleep.
I can't blame you. I didn't remember it was Friday until like 2 hours ago, and I was like, "Oh yeah, we got to do the show today." So I'm not mad at you, but I don't blame you at all.
You know what? Last thing I remember, I was watching a video of how Exhibit messed up his rap career by doing Pimp My Ride. And then like after I was done watching that, next thing I know, I took a nap. Yeah.
First of all, that had to have been a recommended video on the side as soon as you went on YouTube.
Definitely recommended video.
Because you weren't just looking for though. That. Yeah, I'm about to say that. And then second, I actually want to know what happened. Because you know Exhibit's not from LA, right? I don't know if you know that.
I didn't know that either.
He's from
Detroit.
Yeah, let's say he's from Detroit, but I mean Detroit and Cali kind of talk the same anyway. They have kind of make similar music and everything, similar dances. They just have different lingo. And then I think he moved to Arizona or something like that, or New Mexico later in his life.
They didn't mention that one.
Okay, I think he was born and raised in Detroit, moved to New Mexico, Arizona, one of those places, fairly young adult, and then LA. But now I'm actually curious. Like, did they give you the answer? Because I really want to know.
Yeah. Thing is, look, I listened to Exhibit the rapper before he was a Pimp My Ride guy, but since I was so young, I didn't remember if he was even a good rapper or not. But apparently from the video, it seemed like he was actually a legit rapper. But just because of the image of Exhibit being the Pimp My Ride host, you would think he's like Nick Cannon-ish, as that he probably wasn't that good of a rapper. Just because he's like this big like talk show host or something, or
just on camera going, "Yo,
Pimp My Ride."
So now, like,
exactly, or the memes and everything. But like, Pimp My Ride really ruined his reputation as a rapper. Like, it messed up his record sales after he was done with Pimp My Ride. Tried to be a rapper again, like he wasn't selling that much. Dre and Snoop was actually going to was helping him, but I forgot the person's name, but this get this business guy suggested him, like, you know what, do this show called Pimp My Ride. It could propel you further into stardom. So he did it, and he said that the filming schedule was so hectic that he was filming like every day, to the point where he couldn't even write verses anymore. He couldn't even make songs anymore. So it kind of put his music career on hold. So
and then he lost momentum.
Exactly. He lost momentum. He said he went from people saying, like, people on the street saying, like, you my N-word and all that, dapping him up. And like, he went from that to soccer moms saying like, Exhibit, give me a kiss. So it's like he said like his whole like cred changed. So like, yeah, it just wasn't the same. And he said that messed up his career. He said he didn't know that the schedule was going to be that hectic. Like the filming schedule was going to be that hectic. He said if he did, he probably wouldn't have done it. And it like messed up his music career. Yeah, he said he felt like it was used.
Oh man, I thought I liked it when I was little, and
it was cool. I liked it too.
Pimp My Ride helped them get on the NFL Street soundtrack. I'm not sure if like
NFL Street that's contract. One of the few songs I remember from Exhibit now. Like I do remember Exhibit as a rapper before Pimp My Ride, but it's just that I don't even remember if he was good or not. And that's because of Pimp My Ride. Like if you're a host on an MTV show, like you don't think like, oh yeah, this guy must be a good rapper. You don't see Dre doing that, even though Dre's not really a rapper, he's a producer. But you don't see Dre doing that. You don't see Snoop Dogg. You don't see Nas doing that. You don't see Jay-Z doing that. Yeah.
I mean, I liked it, but I understand public image wise that people were not too fond of it, and it's hard to take somebody seriously after that. I see the parallels with Nick Cannon, but Nick Cannon is just a different type of guy. Nick Cannon is Nick Cannon because Nick Cannon is Nick Cannon. That's not because of Wild 'N Out.
Good rapper. Like, he's not. He's horrible, but like it just made Exhibit seem like okay, he must be like a Nick Cannon type. Like he must not be like a true rapper.
That sucks. I feel sorry for him because that's something like I'm pretty sure he has a deep regret about that, and like you just can't go back in the past and fix that.
Yeah, he was mentioned on the Breakfast Club, so they were taking reference from his interview with the Breakfast Club about it.
Oh, poor baby. So it's about to feed people's overs. Time for dang, bro. People do not like people are not rocking with this Haskins starting thing, Shay. Just to let you know. Our fan base.
Oh yeah. I saw that news, by the way. Finally, Dwayne Haskins is a free man. He can actually start.
Right, there's so many people in this fan base. I don't know. According to Twitter, it looks like most of the fan base doesn't like it. You know what I'm saying? Like they just not rocking with Dwayne Haskins. Some people hate him. Like it seems like he did something to him. So this is gonna be fun to watch. Because I mean, if he's good, then it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? He can't win. You know what I'm saying? Like no matter what, if he has a good game. Then we have, I mean, even on my side, I'm going to be like, I need to see it consistently before I believe in it. Then if he's bad, people are going to be on his head with the I told you so's. And you know what I'm saying? It's going to get ugly. This Exhibit has several albums, one of which was produced by Dr. Dre before doing Pimp My Ride.
Yeah, that was the album that's supposed to get him out there, but then he did Pimp My Ride and that kind of lost all that momentum.
Oh, baby.
Because he helped Snoop and Dre out. I don't know if it was with that 2001 album, like the Chronic 2.0, whatever they call that 2001 album, or it was something else. But he helped Dre and Snoop out. So yeah, Dre did him a favor and then produced that album. And then like that was supposed to be that album supposed to propel Exhibit to like to take, and not just to be like just a decent rapper. He's supposed to take over like Cali, like what Kendrick Lamar is for Cali right now. He was supposed to be that for Cali.
That's so sad.
The Pimp My Ride thing just messed everything up.
That is so sad. And nah, Jones, that's not weird at all to keep your mouthpieces. I'm sorry we skipped a lot of comments because it just like a lot happened, been talking to Shady and stuff. But nah, keeping your mouthpieces makes a lot of sense.
Exhibit is. Probably don't even know who Exhibit is.
Yeah, they are young. Yeah, they're young. There's a lot of young people in here, so I don't think they might know again if they just happen to play NFL Street. He's the one with the Hey Now song, NFL Street 2. Hey now, hey now. That's my most memorable song of him.
That song,
I like the song. Yeah, I like it. It's just it's funny. That's the song I know. He said, Rico, check the comment when I gave you prospect names. Oh, you gave like a list? Boy, that's how you know I missed a lot. I don't even see the list. Where's the list? Let me scroll up. Why don't y'all just resend it? Or did you put it somewhere else? I don't see it. I'm scrolling. I don't even see a text that big for me.
By the way, is my connection good?
Yeah, you're good.
Okay.
You're good. Oh, King Sean's on your head for fantasy, just to let you know.
I don't need to talk about fantasy. You already look at my score. Like This is easy. You know what I'm saying? It's easy.
Who are you going against in the playoffs right now?
I'm going against the person that beat me at the end of the season. You know what? I gave him a favor. Let him beat me in the playoffs. I mean, let him beat me in the last game of the season, and now I'm blowing him out. Simple as that. Who is he? I think
it was Adam.
Adam.
Or AM.
Is it?
AM
I think it's AGM.
AGM. Okay.
I think it was. Let me pull it up.
I can pull it up. I can show it. We can reveal this.
Okay.
We can reveal this right now. Let me go every day.
Who I'm destroying.
Friday Night Family. Let me go and start screen sharing. Let me see. Detroit and Cali accent sound. Yeah, it's very similar. I don't know how. I don't know like what that connection is because they're extremely far away from each other. But
yeah, I'm trying to understand that Cali accent because I also listened to Paul George's All the Smoke, like the All the Smoke interview with Paul George, and like yo, like him and like one of my homeboys I went to St. John's with. You met him a couple of times, Brandon. He's from LA. Like they sound.
Yeah, he's from Oakland.
Yeah. Oh yeah. You know Brandon. You remember Brandon, right? Yeah, he's from Oakland. Like they sound just the same. So I'm like, yeah, okay. So that's the accent.
Yeah, nah, it's a really heavy accent. I'm used to it now, just from listening. I listen to West Coast Detroit more than I listen to trap, like Atlanta stuff. Honestly, ever since like I haven't like Young Thug for what he puts out the past 3 years, I've really just been listening to more West Coast and Detroit. I've been on this Detroit wave even before. Like Detroit is like the biggest thing now. Everybody listen to BFB Pac-Man and stuff. I just always liked Cali and Detroit. I mean, even since like even way back with like the YG days and DJ Quick, even go that far back with Corrupt and them. I've always liked Cali. So let me see, where are we at? What's y'all? Oh yeah, Hail to the Patriots.
To the Patriots. You know. Look at this massacre right now. Look at this massacre.
My boy AGM, bro.
I had to do it for you. I'm your fantasy guru. This is what happens.
What's going on, bro? What's going on, AGM? Talk to me. Talk to me.
Look what my boy Josh Jacobs did. So Josh Jacobs, he was on that F shit. He was oh my bad. I like how I did not say the F word, but I forgot.
But Blade didn't kept the A, man. It was just too much to compute. It was too much to compute.
Y'all didn't hear that. Y'all did not hear that. Okay. But he was on that FS. Okay, he was on that FS. Okay, so on Instagram, like this was a week ago. On Instagram, he's gonna be like, "Sorry guys, I won't be playing today." And I'm like, wait, what?
Oh,
like,
you sent me that. I saw that.
Yeah, they said you were clear to go. So I took him out my lineup, and then Adam Schefter is gonna pull out a report that Josh Jacobs is just playing. He's actually gonna play. He was just trolling fantasy people. So
that was funny.
I wasn't happy. Funny. So I had to put him back in my lineup. Thankfully, I was on watch. I put him back in my lineup. But man, you don't know how much people could have had money on that. I know you don't care about fantasy, but nobody ever does like you do.
And it's funny too, because Todd Gurley, Alvin Kamara are both boys that went to Georgia, from Georgia, like the main antagonists when it comes to fantasy. They've said out loud, I don't care what y'all got going on in fantasy. Do not talk to me. Stop DMing me. Both Alvin Kamara and Todd Gurley are like, bro, y'all better leave me alone about this fantasy. What's up?
My bad, guys. Y'all didn't hear that, by the way. Y'all did not hear that. My bad.
Y'all didn't hear.
What's good? That's the first time I've ever because I'm always on like no cussing shows. That's the first time I actually accidentally did that. For how long? Like
it's been about 8 years. I'm about to say it's been about 8 years. You would do one. You know what I'm saying? It's cool out here. Oh, they yelling at you too. We got 11-year-olds and 12-year-olds in the chat. You out of control.
Y'all act like our parents don't say this to y'all. Just saying.
Or your friends, mostly more, or you,
your friends,
or you. Wait, no shade. No,
we hear y'all on Xbox Live. We know.
We got to talk about this. I see you got DK Metcalf starting against Washington. What's up with that? Explain.
Actually, you know what? I actually don't like that matchup. But at the end of the day, he's a number 3 rated wide receiver in fantasy. I can't just bench him. Look who I have on my bench. I have Kenny, never can play Galladay. I got Robbie Anderson, who he's steady, but hit or miss. He's steady, but he's just not gonna have like big games. he'll get you like 9 points. So I'm like, nah.
That's annoying. So is that like three, four catches for about 30 yards every game type of thing?
Exactly. Or he'll have a 7 reception, 90-yard catch, but no touchdown. He'll have something like that. It's just that like his quarterback doesn't have any upside, so I just don't trust him. A guy who's a deep threat with a quarterback that doesn't really have an arm, I don't trust him.
Yeah, good point.
Kiki Kuti, I don't know if I'm even pronouncing that right, but I know who he is. But
he been getting passed around. I think I had that man on my fantasy team about twice this year alone.
Yeah, but I think it's the number one receiver. And look, Deshaun Watson's playing well, but at the same time, off name recognition, I just cannot start him over DK Metcalf. Not at all.
Oh yeah, of course.
So,
makes sense. Let me see how good, because I had him for a period, I think, and then I was like, all right, I give up.
I signed
he got hurt.
Honestly, specifically for the reason so no one else can sign Jalen Hurts. If you really want to know,
they're never going to start him. There's never, there's never.
I'm not starting him. I'm not starting him unless they do that benching. Unless they do a benching towards the end of the season. But
the only matchup you gotta kind of think about is New England. And yeah, I'm sorry for cutting you. Like you said, just in case if they get their seed confirmed, and then they end up benching them to keep them safe. Yeah, that's the only reason. I mean, Jalen Hurts has momentum. That's a win-win pick. You're playing defense, not allowing somebody else to get him. And right now, he's cooking for the Eagles. He really is cooking.
So Jamon, if I'm pronouncing it right, what's up? But like Josh Allen, maybe New England's a tricky matchup, but like I'm probably still going to start him anyways. Jalen Hurts is really just though. I just want to make sure no one else who I'm going against is going to get him. So I'm just I assigned him to defense. I do that sometimes too. Like, look, I'm trying to make sure I'm winning, so I'm not going to let a good player off free agency. I wanted to do the same thing with Cam Akers, but you got Cam Akers. You don't need Cam Akers. You're not in the championship.
Hey man, I gotta go out with pride. I gotta go out swinging, even though I know I can't win.
Yeah,
and Rico,
I want a Cam Akers.
Go ahead and starter. Our defense will step up. We're gonna beat these Seahawks. Haskins get some confidence back with the win. Oh, Anthem. Oh, my boy Argo said he's gonna beat me. Kenny Galladay. See, this Kenny Galladay situation exactly why in free agency I would like to have him, but I definitely prefer Allen Robinson over him without a doubt.
I think the last time he played is like week 7. I really think that.
And if he did play week 7, he missed some games. Oh yeah, week 8.
Yeah,
well, no, technically week 7. He got hurt.
Points was week 7.
Yeah, and he's actually pretty steady when he's there. You know what I'm saying?
He's only there for like what 4 weeks. I was actually considering releasing him because it's like, look, I know he's a talented receiver, but when was the last time he played? He's just taking up space in my roster.
This is terrible, bro. I have him in another league, so I understand.
He was my highest draft pick for a wide receiver. He was my highest draft pick.
Oh yeah, I can't wait. I'm gonna watch that Notre Dame Clemson game. I gotta watch. I'm pulling up first row seats to that. I'm watching that. Might stream it. When do they play? If it's like a later game, like 8, I won't be able to stream it. But if it's like I highly doubt they'll put it at 1 p.m. But if it just so happens to be 1 p.m., maybe 4 p.m., I'll stream during it and we can watch it together like we did the BYU game. But I doubt it. I'm pretty sure that's 8. Matter of fact, let me look it up. Clemson, Notre Dame.
4 p.m.
Yeah. Oh, 4 p.m. Okay, I might stream that. I'll probably stream that. I might not be able to stick around past halftime, but the first half I might be streaming. Seyi and Rico, how bright do you think Washington's future is in the NFL? How long do you think it will last? I think it's very bright, especially if we're able to get a better quarterback. If we're able to get Lance, if Fields falls for, I think somebody's going to convince themselves that Zach Wilson is better than Fields and Lance, honestly. And I hope somebody does that so Lance can fall further. Maybe Fields makes it to us if we can trade up. I'm working on a video actually right now. I ran through since 2016 draft, I believe, all of the trade up scenarios for getting into like the top 12 picks, which is in good range for getting a Trey Lance maybe. And it's actually not that bad. Like some of the trade combinations, I have them ready. I'm gonna do that video and get that out to y'all soon. But it's actually not that bad to trade up from like our projected 19th pick up to like the 10th pick. It's actually not that bad. So yeah, if we can get like a Trey Lance, our future is extremely bright. We're gonna have a top 3 defense, especially once we address safety. Now that we actually like with Ron Rivera and all of the great talent we have, we'll be a free agent destination, and we'll get people for not max money. Because remember, Josh Norman basically only came here to play here because we offered him the most money. And like, you know, now players are going to want to come here to win, and they'll take a little less money because it's for the effort to win it. Amari Cooper, perfect example, took $3 million a year less money to play for the Cowboys than to come play for us. He preferred to take the $19 million a year with the Cowboys over the $22 million for a year for us because he saw the Cowboys as winners. I feel like we'll finally have that benefit moving forward, especially if we get a quarterback. Because again, like I've been saying, as a free agent, if I'm Justin Simmons, the safety from the Broncos, I want to go to the team that has a highly talented quarterback that looks like he may be the next Justin Herbert, the next Tua, next Kyler, next Lamar, next Pat Mahomes, Josh Allen, all of these young guys. And I would prefer to go to that team because that's stability. First of all, rookies on their quarterbacks on the rookie contracts cost less money. So that's more money for me as a free agent to potentially get out of that salary cap pie over the team that we currently have with Alex Smith and things like that. You know what I'm saying? Plus, like if I'm Justin Simmons, I prefer to go to the team that has a big safety need rather than a team that, you know, maybe in the first round, if we don't take quarterback, we may end up taking safety. Now we don't have a spot for Justin Simmons. You know what I'm saying? And at the position where we're drafted, I'm tempted to want them to draft Travis Etienne and pair him with Gibson. Now, I still want to wait on Bryce Love. And again, I'm not going running back in first round. I'm not even really going wide receiver in first round at this point. You think we would go 11-5? I think we're Super Bowl contenders next year, like a lot of people on the outside said recently. Like I've been saying since the beginning of this season, even when we were 1-4, you can look at the talent on the team, the coaches that we have, and know that I've been saying it since early in the year. We were 1-3, 1-4. I said we're going to be Super Bowl contenders next year as long as we get a quarterback. Now everybody's been saying it the past week on ESPN, NFL Network. And I'm just glad to see that other people are seeing what I'm talking about. I think we will be Super Bowl contenders next year. May not be favorites, but I definitely feel like we'll be one of those top 6 teams that are in the conversation, especially if we get quarterback. Now, if we don't address quarterback, if Alex Smith is literally like our guy, then I'm not too sure about it. We'll see. Because I think this is one of those injuries that he won't recover from fully. I think even if he comes back well enough to play, I think he's going to be even less mobile than what we saw this season. You know how this season he's been less mobile than before the big injury. I think it's going to be the same thing next year, and he's only going to be worse if anything. I'm
about to say, you can take a look at the Miami Dolphins this year right now. Miami Dolphins invested like their whole draft capital on defense, and look how crazy their defense is, where they don't really even need a steady quarterback for them to win games. I'm seeing a lot of that with Washington right now. And yeah, Washington has a lot of potential because that division is wide open. Eagles, I feel like Eagles are going to be better with Jalen Hurts at quarterback. They already seem better with Jalen Hurts at quarterback, but I think Eagles are really the only legit threat. I mean, Cowboys still, Dak Prescott, that's up in the air. Giants, Giants kind of the same way, at least in terms of their defense. Like their quarterback is
it's literally really just a quarterback holding them back, just like us. Our quarterbacks are holding us back. That's literally it.
But in terms of like individual talent, I think Washington is better than New York on that front. So look, the division is wide open. Like I said, just need a quarterback. Alex Smith is not the answer. The thing is, what's dangerous is the rest of the season, because look, if Dwayne Haskins plays good, they're going to win. And if they're going to win, they're not getting that draft pick. And like we're making the comment how they could just trade up. It's not going to be that easy to trade up in the quarterback heavy draft class. A lot of teams are going to try to trade up. And if you need to trade up for a quarterback, if we look at the Carson Wentz, Jared Goff draft, you see how much the Rams and the Eagles gave up in terms of draft just to get those quarterbacks. So it's not going to be
like
easy.
This one's different because I think there are a lot of people that are high on, like, say, like even the lower tier guys like Kyle Trask, Mac Jones, Jamie Newman. Maybe somebody will take a flyer on De'Aaron King in the 6th. I feel like that's the only reason that it may not be, because I feel like this is one of the most talented QB draft classes of all time. Those top 4, I think Zach Wilson is 4th, and I still feel like Zach Wilson would go number 1 overall in a lot of other QB classes. I feel like that top 4, the Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, Trey Lance, and Zach Wilson are some of the best quarterback talents I've seen come out of college in a long time, especially the past few drafts. I feel like they can compete with all those guys, if anything, be better eventually. But I feel like that helps because it's just more guys. Like with the Carson Wentz draft and Jared Goff and stuff, it was like everybody was fighting over the same 2. I feel like this one, Everybody's fighting over the top 4, and I really think somebody's going to convince themselves to like Zach Wilson more than Fields. I think somebody's going to convince themselves to like Kyle Trask or Mac Jones more than Trey Lance. Maybe these guys that we don't expect to fall further. Plus, I mean, there are a lot of teams like the Bears who may trade up. Maybe the Lions if they move
might have a higher draft pick.
Patriots, the Patriots, maybe even the Falcons. Well, the Matt Ryan money is a little weird, so
Falcons,
you can't.
Yeah,
but they still might possibly
Matt
trade
Ryan.
up.
The possibility trade Matt Ryan in the future.
It's going to be interesting because there's a lot of teams at the top that aren't going quarterback. Like the Bengals are obviously going not so well. They keep that pick, and I can't see them winning another game, so they're going that. I wouldn't risk trading down from that pick and trying to throw Joe Burrow out there again and getting them hurt again. So I'm pretty sure they're taking not so well. Cowboys are trading back. They're not going quarterback. It's already been reported all around the league that they're going to re-sign Dak. They're going to give him that money that they weren't willing to give him previously. The Chargers are going to trade back more than likely because, I mean, unless they're going to take Jamar Chase to add him to Mike Williams and Keenan Allen and all of those guys, it's not worth it to take a wide receiver that high. You might as well just trade back and accumulate more picks and get more talent to put around Justin Herbert. So there's a lot of those top teams are trade back candidates. But also, like you said, teams slightly ahead of us, Bears, Patriots, Falcons, are also trade up candidates. But we'll see when we get there. Panthers are also have a chance of trading up. I've listened to a few podcasts about the Panthers because, again, I do my homework on every team. And they've said that it would just be smarter to keep Teddy for one more year and worry about quarterback next. But we'll see. You know what I'm saying? It's going to be really interesting.
Yeah, Teddy's a steady quarterback. So, like, Teddy doesn't have much upside, but, like, they don't need to go to quarterback right now. The one thing I worry about with Jamar Chase is, are we even sure we're going to have a combine this coming draft?
Good
like,
point.
Jamar Chase hasn't played in how long? So, there's just going to be many question marks with Jamar Chase drafting him that high.
And I don't like going receiver that high anyway, like, period now. Corner, I mean, unless they're just certified Jalen Ramsey.
Receiver, unless, like, they're Calvin Johnson type grade or Adrian Peterson type grade. Even that, like, you got to make sure they could catch out the backfield during today's game. So, I wouldn't want to go running back receiver high anymore either.
Running back, receiver, corner, unless they're just this generational guy, I wouldn't take them that high. I'm not. I
was saying, speaking of running back, it's kind of unrelated, but is it safe to say Leonard Fournette's a bust?
Boy, it's looking dark. I don't know how Ronald Jones been. I haven't watched the past 4
Ronald
weeks.
Jones has been great. Ronald Jones,
so he's been doing what I thought he would do out of USC.
Yeah, Ronald Jones has been outplaying him. This is why Leonard Fournette was a healthy scratch last game. But now
really? He's that demoted?
He was a healthy scratch. But now, because Brady likes his receiving back, so he wasn't even the backup. Like, Brady had, I forgot his name, but there's like a small running back for Tampa Bay that's like there was strict receiving back. So he was like the spell to Ronald Jones. But now Ronald Jones is on the COVID reserve list. So Leonard Fournette might be starting next game.
That's crazy.
Ronald Jones has been great. The thing with Leonard Fournette is Leonard Fournette was a monster in LSU. But should we look for running backs as if they get a lot of carries in college? Should we see that as a red flag?
That's why a lot of NFL. You definitely should, because we're seeing that Jonathan Taylor isn't living up to the hype that we thought he would have, because he had some
Elliott burned out after 3 years.
Yeah,
that too.
Yeah,
that's why had so many carries in college.
That's why a lot of people like going to Georgia, because you're getting the top 5 offensive line in the country, and you're splitting carries with at least 3 other great, potentially 5-star running backs. And you know what I'm saying? I'm just doing my Georgia pitch out there. You know what I'm saying? So a lot of Georgia running backs come into the league without a lot of mileage on them. I don't know what's wrong with Sony Michel. Like, he can't stay healthy. And then Nick Chubb, I mean, he just kept getting hurt in college. But generally, like DeAndre Swift and all of these guys, they come out with not a lot of mileage on them. You see the talent. They're able to put up a lot of great stats because, I mean, again, the offensive line is great, but they also don't accumulate the all of that baggage. So I definitely, if I'm an NFL team, I'm definitely paying attention to how many carries that running back got in college, because that takes away years of talent that you get, years of contribution at the NFL level, because they just are worn out coming out of college. I super appreciate it.
Alvin Kamara is also a perfect example. A guy who was a backup in college and
Yep.
look at him in the NFL right now. So like,
Exactly.
yeah, I think that's something we should look towards. That even though how dominant they are, like a Leonard Fournette, like an Ezekiel Elliott, these guys should not be drafted top 10 because they've got so many carries in college that they're going to be burned out by like year 3 in the NFL.
Yep. Yep. And what's it called? Do we get Ryan Anderson, Ryan Kerrigan, Fabian Moreau if we don't sign them? It all depends on who picks them up. And I'm just not sure how many teams are going to be willing to pick up a Fabian Moreau, Ryan Anderson, especially for good money. Maybe Ryan Kerrigan, but he's older. He hasn't been playing much for us anyway. But yeah, the Ronald Jones things is crazy because I had him in my mock draft this the year he came out. Was that 2 years ago? And I had us taking him. I hyped him up and everything, and was like, bro, he's the next guy, bro. He's that dude. You know what I'm saying?
I met Ronald Jones' mom before, like last year.
Where?
Bro, at the stadium when Falcons were playing Tampa Bay. I was
Okay.
my tour guide job leading the fans to the stadium, like to the field. So I saw Ronald Jones' mom asked me to take a picture of her and her friends. So yeah. So that was cool.
That's so random. And shouts out Ronald. Oh man, big shouts out to Big Simp. I forgot. That's what I was meant to say. What's up to, man? Make sure y'all subscribe to my boy channel.
Oh yeah. Ronald Jones was Ronald Jones was on the sideline, so Ronald Jones came and I took a picture of them with Ronald Jones. I think that's what it was.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's dope. That's dope for real. I love Ronald Jones, man. I liked him out of USC. I wanted him so bad. The crazy thing is, I told you and Kodak Ronald Jones was gonna the back in Tampa this year. Y'all said it would be Fournette. I mean, I was just going with the safe option because Ronald Jones looked bad last year. Vision, couldn't stay healthy. Yeah. Like, I don't know what information you took to believe in that man, Rich. But man, you got it. You got it.
There wasn't that good last year either. So when Ronald Jones' mom was like, oh no, that's Ronald Jones. That's just like, oh yeah, Ronald Jones is kind of like a struggling running back anyways. It's like whatever.
So at the time it wasn't even that great. He was behind Peyton Barber.
Yeah, exactly.
Third on our roster. Like, come on.
Barber's not that good. But and the thing is, just Leonard Fournette, like we watched this guy in college. This guy was amazing. 240 pounds that ran like someone half his size, but also had the strength of a 240 pounder. Like, look, I thought he was gonna be a top back in the NFL, like no question.
Hey man, that's just I had to miss on. I just had to miss on that because I had to believe in that. There's no way you can look at him in college and think that won't work.
I'm saying, but I think it's a combination of his attitude because like he always had like I don't want to say sense of entitlement, but just he had that like thing about him, like he needs this, he needs that. Coaching, like never got along with coaches, and the fact that he can't catch off the backfield as well. Like, is it safe to say that Jaguars upgraded that running back with James Robinson? I think they did.
Oh, without doubt. Not doubt right now. Oh my God, James Robinson but just like how mobile quarterbacks are the wave now in the NFL, being an immobile like Haskins is always going to be fairly limited because of his lack of mobility. I feel like Kyle Trask and Mac Jones, even with how good they are at throwing, they're going to be fairly limited at the NFL level because it just seems like almost everybody's getting relatively mobile quarterbacks. Pat Mahomes is like the bottom of the mobility. Josh Allen and these guys, like you have to at least be Justin Herbert fast at this point. Baker Mayfield kind of fast.
It's crazy that Mahomes used to be like crazy. Mahomes when he came in used to be like a mobile quarterback, but now compared to everybody else, he's like one of the slower quarterbacks.
Yeah, and you can't. It's not much you can do with a quarterback that just can't move anymore these days. And so just like the mobile quarterback, you need the running back that can do it all. You need to be able to catch. You need to be able to pass block, all of that type of stuff. The same thing. The Leonard Fournettes, unless you're just God-level talent, just blessed, you're going to have to be a dual-threat running back to contribute and to matter in this NFL.
An identical prospect like Adrian Peterson from Oklahoma comes out today. Where would he be drafted? Because at the end of the day, I mean, look, running, he's still one of the best running backs ever played the game. But he never was a catcher out the backfield. Never was, not even in his prime. So how does he fare in today's NFL game? Will he be on the field as much? Will they just do like the Derrick Henry thing with him?
Yeah. I think you would have to use him like Derrick Henry. It's going to completely depend upon the situation around him. In his prime, it didn't matter what was going on. I mean, even if the Vikings offensive line wasn't the best, he still made something work. But now in the NFL, yeah, he would definitely split carries or touches because, I mean, they're going to have to bring in a third down back on third down. He wouldn't be getting the ball first, second, and third down like he used to back in his heyday. It's just a dying breed. There's still a role for them, but it's nowhere near as prominent as it used to be, where they were on the field all of the time. He would come in first, second downs. He'd probably be relegated to goal line formations. He wouldn't be there on 2-minute offense. 2-minute offense, Adrian Peterson just more than likely wouldn't be on the field. Just things like that. It would be hard for him to put up the stats and the career highlights that he put up back in his heyday if he would have just come out the draft this year.
Say Leonard Fournette was a similar player in college, so I thought Leonard Fournette would. I'm probably not as fast as Adrian Peterson was. Adrian Peterson, in terms of speed, oh my goodness! But Leonard Fournette, like, it wasn't too far out the realm to think he would be like almost a similar back to Adrian Peterson.
Yeah, that's a real thing. Leonard Fournette was looking like the guy coming out. And I think it's just time to stop taking LSU quarterbacks. I mean, Clyde Edwards-Helaire helped that out a little bit, even though he's not having a great season. But did Leonard Fournette, then Darius Geis. All right, so I'm no longer taking LSU running backs.
I think
the next 5 years.
Clyde Edwards-Hilaire's wait and see. I think after they got Le'Veon Bell, they just kind of gave him a backseat, but he's wait and see. I think Edwards-Helaire is a good player.
All right, man. Hey, I'm gonna need 5 years of a buffer period before I take another LSU running back. I'm tired of this.
Darius Geis was good. We just know what happened, but he was good.
I'm tired of it. I'm so tired of it. He said next year, when or if Bryce Love comes back, you think he's gonna be mad? Oh yeah. Bryce Love, when healthy. Ron Rivera said during training camp. Granted, that was when Antonio Gibson still couldn't pass block and his vision wasn't as good as it is now. Ron Rivera said at one point in the training camp, Bryce Love was the best running back on our roster. He's the most explosive between him, Adrian Peterson, J.D. McKissick, Antonio Gibson, all of those guys, including Adrian Peterson. They said Bryce Love looked the best. He had the biggest flashes. He wasn't the most consistent, but he had the biggest flashes. So it's just a matter of him staying healthy. If he can get back healthy and stay healthy, Bryce Love it'll be him and Antonio Gibson as the 1-2 punch. It will be basically Mark Ingram, but faster, and Alvin Kamara, who I believe Antonio Gibson is more like. Alvin Kamara is probably the closest comp for me for Antonio Gibson. Just faster. Alvin Kamara, but faster. Zach Wilson will be better than Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, and Trey Lance. I love Zach Wilson, but again, he's fourth. But like I said earlier, Zach Wilson to me, even though he's fourth in my list, I feel like he would be my number one quarterback in a lot of other drafts. Like last year with Joe Burrow and Justin Herbert, coming out of college, I would say Joe Burrow number 1A, Zach Wilson 1B, and then Tua because of injuries maybe third, Herbert fourth. Because again, I didn't know Herbert was going to be as good as he was. Because I mean, at Oregon, first of all, the Oregon system, as much people talk about hating on Justin Fields for the Ohio State system, the Oregon system is even worse for preparing quarterbacks for the NFL level. So Justin Herbert with that, then he was inaccurate and all of that type of stuff. He went back for his senior season for a reason. It must have helped a lot. And now look at him. But last year Zach Wilson would have been my 1B. You could argue maybe better than Joe Burrow just from him being more mobile. I'm trying to think of other QB classes. Like Zach Wilson would literally be the number one, at least top 2 quarterback in a lot of other QB classes if he would have come out those years. And the fact that I have him number 4 just speaks on how highly I think of these other guys. JD is basically going to be number 2 receiving back. We'll see. Again, Bryce Love can catch, but he's more of an in-between the tackles guy. He's more like a Barry Sanders type of guy. I'm not comparing him to Barry Sanders, but he's an in-between the tackles shifty guy. He's not a Chris Thompson. A lot of people think because of his size, he's a catch a football out of the backfield type of guy, receiving back. He can receive, but he prefers to run between the tackles. We need another wide receiver and running back. Well, we'll see. I got to see what Cam Sims, Kelvin Harmon coming back, see what Bryce Love looks like when he comes back healthy. And then Antonio Golden got to give him a chance. We got to see what those guys look like. I would like to pick up like an Allen Robinson free agency, but I definitely don't think we should draft receiver running back relatively high. I don't want to waste a draft pick that high on them. I mean, in the way that Kyle Smith drafts with Antonio Gibson and Terry McLaurin in the third, Cole Holcomb, Tim Settle in the fifth, Chase Roulier, top 4 center in the league, according to Pro Football Focus. I mean, I take everything they say with a grain of salt, but that means he's a really good center. Took him in the 6th. Cameron Crowe, Jimmy Moreland in the 7th. The way we've been drafting the past 2-3 years, I feel like you can definitely get a great quality receiver and running back in those later picks. We don't need to get one early. I feel like the only thing we need to get early is quarterback. And Peyton Barber will be permanent goal line and shortage back. Yeah, true. Najee Harris. Yeah, Najee Harris is really good. Now, again, I haven't watched film on him. I haven't started watching film, except for I've only watched film on these quarterbacks that I really like, and some of the other ones a little bit. And then I just watch my Georgia games. Or I watch every Georgia games. You say what?
What's his draft projection? Draft round projection?
I've caught a couple Alabama games and he looks great, but I haven't watched his film, so I'm not sure. Yeah, I haven't watched Najee Harris film yet.
Like where Patriot and Harris, and that would be good, but I think it's going to be drafted higher than that.
Let me see, Draft Network. Let me look. We can go Draft Network right here. These are some of the people I trust the most. So, let's see the full list. Let's have some fun here. Session token is expired. What did I do? I don't know what happened. We're gonna go back and reset this. I don't know what I did wrong. I'm sorry. What's going on? All right, let's go back again. Let's do it again. Come on, let's go. Why is my computer being so slow? Well, we might as well scroll down here and look at some articles. Has Phillip Rivers done enough to be a starter in 2021? Nah. If I'm the coach, I'm taking a quarterback, to be completely honest. If you can, or get a veteran. I can see the coach trying to get a Matthew Stafford or something like that. I could definitely see that. Or maybe a quarterback later in the draft to groom behind the Phillip Rivers. Maybe they trade for Haskins.
Maybe they trade for Wentz and then have Wentz sit under Rivers.
Yeah.
For 1 year.
I like this article, stacking up Trevor Lawrence against some of the best QB prospects ever. I'm gonna go get that article right now. We'll worry about it later. But let me go look at this list before we move on to that. If they let me. Oh, there we go. What is this? Hey, yo. All right, there we go. All right, so Trevor Lawrence, Penei Sewell, Justin Fields, Michael Parsons, Jamar Chase. Is Gregory Rousseau that great? I haven't really watched them, so I don't know.
I haven't really watched them either.
It's a big debate between Patrick Surtain and Caleb Farley, who's better. I've heard in most places a lot of people like Caleb Farley more than Patrick Surtain. We'll see. Kyle Pitts is a dog. Jalen Waddle's a dog. Devontae Smith is a dog. They have Zach Wilson over Trey Lance. And, I mean, hey, I can see the argument. I prefer Trey Lance's potential way more. I think Trey Lance literally has the highest ceiling out of this draft class, period. He has the strongest arm, one of at least top 3. He's top 3 fastest. If you're talking about the top 4, Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, Zach Wilson, Trey Lance does have the strongest arm, obviously, definitively. And he is between him and Justin Fields, who's the fastest. I think Trey Lance is faster. And who are we talking about? What's his name again?
Najee Harris.
Najee. Oh, they have him 26th.
26?
They have him. Let me go. Let me filter it by running back. Okay, they have. I can't be mad at Travis Etienne over him. Honestly, can't be mad. They have Chuba Herbert this low. That's how you know I don't watch. I haven't watched other people's games like that. Like I don't even know who Michael Carter is. Like I'm not even gonna sit here and lie to you. I'm lost. Now my boy Zamir White is way too low, but I can't be mad. He's really talented, but couldn't stay healthy. I think he had torn, just like Nick Chubb, torn ACLs back-to-back years, and this is finally his first year being healthy. So
I believe I gave a tour to someone who said they coached Chuba Hubbard in high school, and they were so high on him. Like they were so high on him, saying like, yeah, once he gets to the NFL, yeah, he will be a beast. Yeah,
that's again, I don't know a lot of these names. I know his though. I've caught a few highlights on him and stuff like that. I like him too. I think he but again, I haven't started watching film on.
It was last year when they told me that. That was last year. Oh,
so okay. Oh yeah, so then that does speak highly on him. That means that he should be really fine. I'm interested in seeing how that works. I don't even know who Kwity Paye is, bro. I haven't paid attention to edge rusher because again, Chase Young, Montez Sweat haven't cared.
It's so hard. For me, this is hard to focus on prospects this year just because of everything going on. I got
games getting canceled. You know what I'm saying? And what's a good
Crazy.
18? Your
Trying to
games
do the
get
same thing with
canceled.
college basketball this year. I need to focus on these prospects, but you don't even know who's playing who. Duke is not even playing
I heard Duke is
non-conference
playing
games anymore.
terrible. I heard
Oh, yeah.
Duke is terrible right now.
Yeah. They interviewed this Alabama coach, and he was like, if Coach K wasn't 2-2, would he be playing? Would he be playing non-conference games? And we're like, yes. So I was like, okay, you said it. I didn't have to say it. Like, he's basically saying that, yeah, Coach K is making the excuse for COVID. It's like, no, he just don't want to lose. That's why he doesn't want to play.
And it sucks to be on the bottom, don't it? He said Trey Lance is faster than Dwayne Haskins. The only comparison I see is that they only started 1 year, but that's it. Other than that, Trey Lance is more talented. He might have a similar arm strength. You know, Dwayne Haskins has a top 7 arm strength. Trey Lance is right up there with them, like up there with the Josh Allens and all. I mean, not Josh Allen probably has the strongest arm, so that's hard to say. But Trey Lance is a really strong arm. He has the strongest arm between Trevor Lawrence, Justin Fields, Trey Lance, and Zach Wilson. And then he's way more mobile. I mean, I know you said faster, but also like coming out of college, he already runs I formation and single back and things like that. Dwayne Haskins ran straight spread shotgun all the time in college. That's why he's struggling to transition. So I'm really high on Trey Lance though. So maybe I'm tripping. With a good JV McKissick and Peyton, trade Alex to the Bears. I would love to do that. I thought we would have needed a tight end, but Logan Thomas is playing better. Now, I would still love to get, like, if we don't take quarterback, which I would be sad about. Like, I really want a quarterback top of the draft, period. If we don't, my next thing is Kyle Pitts. I think Kyle Pitts is going to be absolutely great. And it will be, like, if Logan Thomas is our tight end, too, we have the best tight end core in the NFL by far. It's not even close. I think Kyle Pitts is going to be fantastic. I think he's going to be ridiculous.
Speaking of the Bears, has Mitchell Trubisky played himself to come back next year, or at least get a job somewhere else?
I haven't even paid attention. I'm not even going to lie to you.
I'll tell you the stats. 73% completion percentage against Houston. 267 passing yards and 3 touchdowns, no interceptions.
Okay. Trubisky, Aaron Rodgers numbers type thing.
And then the game against the Lions, he wasn't too bad either. He had 77% completion percentage, 267 yards, a touchdown, no interceptions. He's at least better than Nick Foles. We know that.
That boy Trubisky that figured it out. Okay.
I'm saying. I feel like Chicago, they were trying to, like, we talked about this before. They were trying to make Trubisky look out to be bad so they can start Nick Foles. But now I feel like since Nick Foles had to go down for injury, Trubisky starting, it's looking like you might need to keep him. I don't know. Please, even though that contract is ugly, but
take a quarterback next draft, not this one. We're trying to get a quarterback.
I'm really not sure. Like, he might actually look. He has the tools. He might actually have figured it. I'm not saying he figured it out now, but like when he figures it out, when he's consistent, he might be like another Tannehill, like a guy that you thought was a bust, but turns out he was actually legit. And he has more upside than Tannehill, at least. He has more upside.
Yeah, definitely. He's more athletic and everything. Yeah. So I mean, he was looking like a bust, but I personally don't call anybody a bust till like for sure they're done. There's no way back. That's why I hate the Haskins is a bust commentary. Like, because like that's just saying there's no chance. I still believe Haskins can go to another team like the Steelers, learn behind Ben for a year or two, maybe like sit behind Drew Brees, any of those guys, Matt Ryan, and he may end up being a pretty decent quarterback. Maybe not great, but he may end up being pretty good. And I just hate the bust title. And Mitch Trubisky did, honestly, I'm not gonna lie, I had him almost in that bust category. He was really close to it. But hey, man, if he can come back, if he can figure it out again, he, like you said, he has all of the talent. It's just, it's all mental with him. Everything is mental, accuracy, decision making, all that type of stuff. If he can get that down pat, he can actually be a pretty good quarterback in this league.
Yeah, I believe it. So, like, who knows? Who knows what the Bears will do? Because let's say they do let him go, and then he gets a starting job somewhere else, and he becomes a Pro Bowl quarterback. How will the fans think about that for Chicago? It's a pretty dangerous spot for them to be in.
Yeah, that is pretty dangerous. I agree.
For Redskins, would you be mad if he's the quarterback?
Oh yeah, I'm
I mean,
upset.
right? Washington football
Yeah,
team,
yeah,
WFT.
you
My
good.
bad.
You good. Nah, I'm upset though. I'm upset. I forgot Trey Smith went to Tennessee. When he on Georgia? My boy Aziz Angelati. Yes, sir. What's it called? Yeah, I'll be pretty upset. I'm good on that. I'm pretty straight on that. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be part of the Mitchell Trubisky roller coaster ride. I prefer to be part of the Trey Lance experience. You know what I'm saying? Trade for Trey. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm on. Trade up for Trey. I don't even know who Christian Darris, bro. I have not like positions that I feel like we don't need that bad. I don't know. Like I know safety fairly well. I really know quarterback. I know tight end. Kind of know the receivers. Other than that, I don't know what's going on. I really don't. I forgot Creed Humphrey didn't come out last year. I thought he was gonna come out last year and he didn't. I don't know why I thought. I know his name too well and I've watched too much film of him for him not to have been draft eligible last year. But he's a redshirt junior. I don't think he was. I don't know. I remember Sean Wayne.
Redshirt sophomore, you could be in the draft. So yeah, he was eligible.
Okay, so then yeah, he went back. Okay, cool. Just like what's his name from Alabama, Alex Leatherwood or whatever. Where is he ranked at? Because I thought he was coming out of the draft
Right
last
there,
season.
41.
Some people have him as a first round tackle. That's pretty crazy. I've heard on podcasts. I mean, again, I haven't watched him like that. I thought he was coming out of the draft last year. I forgot about Dylan Radunes. These are a lot of people that I thought were coming out last year that didn't. I thought they were already in the league. I just was like, oh, I guess he got drafted by somebody. Because last year we needed tackle because of Trent Williams. So like I actually kind of know some of these guys that I thought would have came out last year. Definitely thought some of these guys were coming out last year. He said, Rico, read my you gonna have to copy and paste it, Rich. I'm sorry. It's a lot going on. Haskins a bust, he flaming hot garbage straight from the oven. Where does that come from though? Where does the hate? Trubisky has
y'all read too much of the news that the Washington football team puts out there for the change the narrative of Haskins.
Bro, I'm telling you,
they want y'all to think this way. They want y'all to think this way.
Literally, out of 32 NFL fan bases, this fan base is the only one that doesn't believe we need a quarterback in the draft, high if possible. And this is the only fan base that believes Haskins is a bust. You can talk to any fan of any other team. They're like, yeah, Haskins can still, you know what I'm saying? If you do this, do that, give him the right coach and stuff. This fan base is the only one that literally hates Haskins as if he stole something from him. It's crazy.
That means Washington's doing their job because this is what they want y'all to think. Yeah, the news. They're just putting that news out there about Haskins and his work ethic and this and that, just so y'all could think that way. Man, so when they let them go, y'all won't criticize them. Y'all will support them.
Hey man, hey PR, and I don't think Haskins. Gregory Rizzo is the next Chase Young. Oh no, he can't be that good now. Chase Youngs just don't come out every year. There's no way he's that good. Is he really that? Nah, he can't be Chase Young. Chase Young is generational. Oh, they don't even have the analysis yet. That's crazy. I haven't been on Draft Network all season because, again, I'm not in draft mode like I normally am. I just been watching.
Prospect became a top 10 pick or projected top 10 pick. That's great.
Yeah, I love seeing that. Yeah, you already know. Trevor Lawrence. Yeah, I mean. Panaswell was a 4-star. Okay, that's why I didn't know about him until he was suddenly great.
I already knew about Justin Fields being a 5-star. They always talked about him over here. So
yeah, we already knew about that. Micah Parsons came out of high school great. Jamar Chase 4-star. Okay,
he was a 4-star.
That's hey, it happens.
Well, 4-star, 5-star to me are kind of interchangeable. So.
Yeah, again, like you said a few streams ago, that like it's just how many camps you go to, how many little high school combines you go to, how many workouts and get tested, stuff like that. It's literally like a video game. You go to a workout and you gain 10 plus points to your star rating. Like every time.
Perfect example. Like look who his father is. So just that at first is going to give him an advantage. And then he's actually legit, but that's just going to give him an advantage.
Boy, anything? No stars? Or do we not
at
know?
All?
Kyle Pitts is a 4-star. Again, anybody I don't know about can't be 5 because I have all of the 5-stars fairly memorized as far as recruiting goes. So it's like Jalen Waddle. I didn't even want Georgia to get him coming out of high school. I didn't know he would be that great. He was a 4-star.
I'm surprised a person with that speed is a 4-star though.
Yeah, bro. Again, like we discussed in what's it called? A few streams ago. that like where are they getting these stars from? Are you judging off of potential with athleticism and speed? Because if you are, then somebody like a Devontae Smith and a Jalen Waddle should have been higher. They should have been 5 stars automatically. Like, what is the ranking criteria for how they distribute these stars? That's why you can't believe in them too much. You cannot believe in them at all. And yeah, of course, Zach Wilson. I didn't hear about him until he just randomly was good. I knew Trey Lance was one of those guys that was a 3-star, but everybody kind of wanted him. So I knew about Trey Lance coming up.
How are you a 3-star? We go to Division II school. That's what I'm trying to understand. You still should be in Division 1.
Maybe he got in trouble or something. I don't know. This is my boy J.C. Horn. I love the way he plays. He was a South Carolina, rival, but I love J.C. Horn.
Yes, I was right. I thought he was a 5-star.
I vaguely remember.
Like he was starting from the jump, though.
Eric Stokes definitely was not a 5-star. That man was a 3-star. Yep, I remember that. My boy, what's his Z? Najee Harris was, he was a 5-star. I remember wanting him. Yeah, 6'2", 230. Yeah. 6'2", 230. You know what I'm saying?
Running backs like that don't just come out of everywhere. You have to be a 5-star.
Rich, you got to copy and paste. That one has to see, but he isn't progressing all those weeks. I mean, I can't argue him now, but I think he just needs a year to sit behind an actual team to care about him. No team has cared about him. The only time a team has really cared about him was those couple of weeks that Kevin O'Connell was his offensive coordinator. Let me give you time to look at it. Just trying to move Haskins for a 3rd and a 7th, each 7th, no captain signed day. They had best situation. All of us who believe Haskins is a bust. We haven't allowed him to grow yet. Everyone knows that he has goods. He just needs to work on his mechanics. Agree wholeheartedly and allow him to study. Again, I think we're just going to end up releasing them, hopefully trading them to like a team that just, wants to take a flyer on a guy like Haskins. With all that potential he has, even though he's not mobile, so he's going to be fairly limited in that way. But he's one of those guys that can make every throw. He's just not consistent. And I'm pretty sure the Steelers, Saints, maybe if they don't believe in Taysom Hill and just what's his name, Jameis Winston, the Colts, the Falcons, somebody's gonna want Haskins and may end up grooming him into being a pretty good quarterback, like a top 20 quarterback. I believe. Trey Lance threw 42 touchdowns and 0 picks, somehow a 3-star. Get out of here. Allow him to study. Look up Marvin Covington from this year's recruiting class. Marvin Covington. Okay, let's go 247. We'll go 247 recruiting. We'll go look at that. Georgia been eating lately. We got a few guys from the signing day. It was like yesterday, a day for yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Ain't nothing to it. You know what I mean? Yeah, it's a little something. Hold on, let me go. Not team rankings. I need to go recruits. There we go. My fault. All right, what's his name? Marvin something. Marvin, what's his face?
Covington.
Marvin Covington. I was so happy about the Amarius Mims thing. I was flying around my room. Georgia, you look at all this Georgia at the top. Like, come on now. All right, let me just look up Marvin. I got Marvin Harrison.
Harrison Jr.? Okay.
I didn't know he had a son. Okay, well, I was 6'3". He might be something.
I like how Marvin Harrison is like, we don't even hear from him anymore after that news that happened. I don't know if you remember that news, the gun charge thing.
No, I didn't. I don't know about that.
That was happened like literally like the end of his career. It's like he just retired after that. There was like rumors like someone got killed. We don't know if Marvin Harrison murdered him or anything, but we just know he got a gun charge. It was his gun. And like after that, we never heard a thing from Marvin Harrison. Not even like bad press, just nothing. So that's from like Marvin Harrison Jr. I guess that's why we don't really know about him.
He been keeping his son in hiding with him in a bunker in Philadelphia, somewhere in Philadelphia in a bunker. I don't see this Marvin. Is it this? Are you sure it's the 2021? Is it like the previous one or something?
Search Covington, last name Covington.
Yeah, let me try. Is that how you spell Covington? Oh, Marvin Covington, 3-star. Oh, you must know him. This your boy? Because I know you from Texas, so this your boy. Oh, he went to TCU. So you know him or something? 3-star.
Hey, Sean Taylor's little cousin's in the.
He's in college right now. Yeah, Sean Taylor cousin. I think he's coming out the draft this year. think he is coming out the draft. Yeah, but I want him, even though I know we don't have a chance. I want him, even though I know we don't have a chance. We can flip a couple of these guys, you know what I'm saying? Like, come on, Caleb Williams, you know what I'm saying? You don't even want to go to Oklahoma like that. When you really think about it, you know what I'm saying? What happened to my boy Brock though? Why is my boy Brock Vandegrift he's a 4-star now? He was literally the #1 dual threat quarterback, and the thing. Wait, Jeremiah Trotter Jr.
Where is Bogart, Georgia?
Wait, do you see? Yeah, I don't know where that is. Jeremiah Trotter Jr. He has a son. We're that old.
We are. That's Patrick Surtain's. Like, I remember his father watching him play, and then
already about to go to the draft. That's why Jeremiah.
No, they love naming their children after themselves. That's how you know.
Hey man, that's how they get. That's how they get recruited.
Ron James Jr.
That's how you get recruited. Brock Bowers, I remember him. Our draft class is pretty solid. I'm pretty happy. You know what I'm saying? Pretty happy about our draft class. It's not top like the past. Well, I say like 2018, 2019. I think we had the top #1 recruiting class. I think, and then we took a year off last season, and then we were like fairly okay this year, and then we're gonna be decent this year. I remember Jackson. They had him as the #1 prospect for a long time too. It's crazy how these just go up and down. It's really crazy how these.
Look at the U gain the #3 prospect.
You say what happened?
I said look at the U gain the #3 prospect.
Leonard Taylor.
Where Miami needs to be relevant again. I miss the U when the U was the
Miami.
U.
College football was better when Miami was relevant, and not even to go that far back when Boise State, Florida State, all of those guys were more relevant.
Marshall were like super good.
Yeah, those are the days back then, man.
Byron Leftwich.
Yep. Now that's crazy, Jeremiah.
Is there a 2024 class available? I wanted to look for 2024. I knew it didn't go that far. Not yet.
You know, 2023. That's all I got for you.
Okay, right #1 prospect from Alpharetta, Georgia, from Milton.
Yes, sir. Landon in the building.
You went to Oklahoma. Come on now.
Yeah, I know. You betrayed Georgia on that, man. You can't be from Atlanta and go outside of Georgia. What's wrong with you? Oh, yeah, Rich, I see your thing, so I'm definitely going to keep that. I saw the Instagram DM. I told you about Caleb. That's my DC dog.
Arch Manning. Arch Manning. He's supposed to be the next big thing, too. It's funny how the brother that didn't go to the NFL has a son that's the NFL prospect.
This is going to be the better, possibly. Yeah. That is crazy. The one brother that didn't go to the NFL, his son is going to be the one that ends up going to the NFL. That's crazy. Right now,
it's like something you see on a video game or something, like a franchise mode video game.
So we're really getting to the point where we're just about to see a whole bunch of that looks just like Kai. We're gonna start seeing a whole bunch of people who's like sons with like we know their dad. We saw their dad play. We're getting to that age at least. Me and Seyi are. Then we have
like Cole Anthony, for example, in the NBA. Like I remember watching Greg Anthony play in the NBA.
I didn't even think about that.
Del Curry.
Oh, yeah, Steph Curry, yeah, that's a good point. I
remember Del Curry. I remember playing Del Curry on NBA Showtime, the video game.
How do you do state?
Like on a team with Vince Carter.
Do you think we can beat the Seahawks? A lot of people think we can beat the Seahawks. Not even just me, like general public. Like a lot of people are doubting the Seahawks now.
I want you guys to. Just keep further down the draft board.
I hate Seyi. Leave me alone. Leave us alone, Seyi. Don't bring that negative energy over here. But yeah, the furthest we can go is 2023. So y'all got this Jason
class. Are those kids even born yet? 2050 class.
They're not born. They're not born at all. Let me see who we got from Georgia. We eating. You know what I mean? We're a bigger state, so it's not fair. He go to Westlake. Okay, Westlake. Okay, represent.
Is there any McEachern or Powder Springs people up here? Nah. Yeah, we're not good at football. We're basketball now. We moved to basketball, so we ain't football
AJ
anymore.
Terrell's brother, I'm assuming. Represent Westlake. You know what I mean? You better
look like AJ Terrell and got the same last name. I think it is.
Yeah, you better represent out there. You represent Westlake out there, man. Let me see. Dang, Georgia go.
And then
We're a big
wouldn't you
state.
wonder if you have an NFL player and then they have a brother that's also going to be like a future NFL player? Like, who are their parents? Like, where do they get these genes from?
Yeah,
If you never heard
where the
who their
talent come
parents
from?
are?
They just regular office people and they in
Like
their
the holidays in basketball, like the holidays, like Drew
yeah,
Holiday,
yeah.
Justin Holiday,
The Fullers.
the Aaron Holiday. Like, who's the father? Like, the
Who's
father
the
was an
father
NBA
of the
player.
Fullers? Who
Oh, the Fullers, yeah.
who is the father of the Fullers? Who did that? I'm gonna go
Oh,
Georgia for this 2021.
it's Kyle Fuller.
Kendall.
They're
It's like,
brothers?
isn't it
I didn't
four
know
of
they were
them?
brothers.
Yeah, Kyle Fuller and Kendall Fuller, I believe. I'm assuming they're brothers. I think it's four of them. I think.
Oh, I didn't even know they were. I thought I didn't know they were brothers. Yeah.
Let me look up Fuller brothers, and then we're gonna go to DC for the 2023. We'll go to little DC for the 2023 recruiting class because y'all won it. You know what I'm saying? Fourth Fuller brother. Okay, let's go. We got Vincent Fuller.
I remember Vincent Fuller.
We got Kyle. Wow. We got Corey, Kendall, and Vincent. So those are the Fuller brothers. So who are their parents?
Kendall and Kyle were brothers. Yeah, who were their parents? Had to be an NFL player. Had to be.
Nah, they just regular
four children who are in the NFL. He must have done something to not be in the NFL. I don't know. Or their mother had to be super athletic.
Regular just stapling papers people, and it just, you know what I'm saying? Let me see what DC working with. Y'all got something good going on. You know what I'm saying? I see y'all. Y'all got the Caleb Williams guy. Yesterday y'all wanted to see DC 2023. Okay, got something going on. Oh no, never mind. Hold on. Let me see where we at. Oh dang. Okay, I need to get y'all 2023 class. I need to get y'all 23 class together. Y'all need to get y'all 2023 class together. I mean, it's not fair though. The South is literally like, this is what they do. Like Maryland, the DMV, New York, they care about basketball equally as much, if not more. You know what I'm saying? The South is straight football. There's nothing else. Like baseball pales in comparison. Soccer, basketball, it's football. Everything else afterwards. So that's just how that ends up being like that. That's why it's just not fair. That's why we suck at basketball, because we're good at football. And was good, Joanne, was good, Jesse, was good, DMV Sports Zone pulled up, was good, and Rich, there is no 2024. Y'all ain't hear me? I said that like several times. There ain't no 2020. We discussed that. I don't know why y'all want to see that far though. Is that y'all class? Y'all trying to see y'all friends or something? Yeah, nah, poor DC. Help them boys. Help them boys. But I want to see this Trevor Lawrence against top prospects.
Smokes, is that Vincent Fuller? Because I remember that name, Vincent Fuller. I remember that.
Smokes, one play for the
wide receiver.
So it's like three that are DBs and one is a receiver.
So basically, like similar positions. So it means like that he could play wide the DBs then, but yeah, they're all like similar wide receiver defensive backs. That's dope.
And Kyle Fuller is the best. Kendall Fuller is the second best. That's how that works. I think we have the second best one on our team, because I know definitively Kyle Fuller is dominant.
So the younger brothers are the better ones.
They're comparing them.
It usually don't work that way. Well,
yeah, that is tragic.
Could be LaMelo to Lonzo. Could be the same.
Think about the Giannis. Think about the Giannis brothers. Isn't the oldest one like not tall or something like that? Well, how is the Giannis?
Oldest one is Giannis. Oldest one is Giannis.
So who's the one? Isn't one of them like just like not tall at all? Or no, I might be thinking of another.
He's the second oldest.
I'm either thinking of a meme.
I believe Giannis is the oldest brother. Giannis is definitely the oldest brother. Yeah.
So now I think I'm thinking of
the one that won the championship is the second youngest, and then the youngest is in high school. If not, if it's not his freshman year in college right now, he's in high school. And he's supposed to be the second best of all of them, but still not even close to Giannis.
Yeah, Giannis is just different though. They're comparing Trevor Lawrence to John Elway 1983, Peyton Manning 1998, Andrew Luck 2012. I mean, I don't know what else to compare him to. Yeah, I was going to say that sound about right.
Dan Marino a top prospect? I wasn't that old. I wasn't born back then, but wasn't he?
I would think so. I guess. But yeah, all these guys went #1 overall, and they look like generational. And it's crazy because Trevor Lawrence could possibly be Peyton Manning, but mobile. That's what's so wild about him. And you gotta remember, Peyton Manning's rookie season was horrible. It's worse than anything.
Very horrible.
People keep dogging Haskins. Peyton Manning's rookie season was terrible. Him and Josh Allen's rookie seasons were terrible. Terrible.
Crazy thing is, if Peyton Manning had this season in this era of the NFL, would he even give it a chance? Because the leash on quarterback play is much smaller than it was back then.
If you don't look good in your first year, you're done in quarterback nowadays. You know what I'm saying? Josh Allen just got lucky. The Bills somehow believed in him and gave him 2 years to finally figure it out. Most quarterbacks nowadays get 1, and now you're benched.
Rich. The Nazis is the second oldest. Then Kostas is the third, and then the fourth's in high school, called Alex.
First of all, make sure y'all subscribe to my boy DMV Sports Zone, and he said, "Nah, Kendall is better." And he lives in Chicago, so he says Kendall is better. Was Kyle Fuller not as good as he used to be? Because I know Kyle Fuller at one point in time was definitely the best out of the Fuller brothers. Straight Pro Bowl corners. He's not as good as he used to be.
Let's make sure. I feel like Giannis is the oldest, but I'm going to look it up.
You gotta check it out now. You gotta. I don't know so many of these players, bro. I'm late on the draft, bro. I don't know guys projected go in the first round. Like, who is Joseph Assad? Like, I don't know. I'm not into my film yet. I just been watching my Georgia games, and I've been watching my quarterbacks, and that's literally been it. Your Kyle was the best for a while. So also Kendall dethroned them. What's good, Jesse? We over here chilling. Wait, Natty, you live in Chi-Town? Yeah, he's in Chicago. DMV Sports Zone lives in Chicago now. Y'all could have sworn Giannis was the middle kid. Oh, I don't know. I know I saw a meme. It was like 6'5", 6'7", 6'8", and then like the oldest brother was like 5'10" or something. It was crazy.
Okay, Giannis is a middle one. I thought it was the oldest. Okay. So the oldest one is not in the NBA. His name is Francis Antetokounmpo, and he is 31 years old. Let me see how tall he is. Does it say? Well, he's the oldest one at 31. The Nazis is 20. Well, the Nazis is the oldest one. He should be 28 now. And then Giannis 26, third, and then Kostas, and then Alex. Let's see how tall Francis is.
Kendall got the ring. Oh, Kendall does have the ring.
Alex is current. I think Alex is the tallest right now, the youngest one. If he's not the tallest, he will be taller than Giannis.
I just want to know how tall the older one is, because that's funny if he's 5'10".
Let's see. He's definitely not 5'10". Looking at the pictures, he's definitely pretty tall himself.
Oh, okay. I feel like Scott Turner.
6'5". 6'5".
Oh, okay, that's not bad. That's not bad. He's the shortest out of all 5, though, but he's just not short, though.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I don't know if that's just how that works. The first one ends up not being the tallest.
It's crazy though how one is so much better than everybody else. Everybody else are barely even the NBA level. Really, if Giannis was in the NBA, the other two won't be in the NBA right now. So it's crazy how one is so much better than everybody else.
Now that's funny how people be like, "Hey man, you got Giannis blood in your system. We at least got to give you a try. We at least got to see what you're talking about."
For the Bucks, they really only have the Nazis there to keep Giannis happy. So
yeah,
since Giannis is big on family, and Kostas, the Lakers got Kostas just giving that flyer like, yo, if he's like half of Giannis and we could get him to play with LeBron, oh my goodness.
Oh, and EJ, I'm not sure if Scott Turner like purposely made Haskins look bad, but I definitely don't think he tried his hardest to make him look good. Because again, I think Scott Turner and Ron Rivera, when they got hired, before Dwayne Haskins even played a game, before even training camp, I think they already knew they wanted to go get a quarterback in the draft. Now, Alex Smith came back better than they expected, so they like threw him out there, let him see what he could do. He was winning games, but now with him re-injuring himself and this injury possibly being a long-term lingering injury with the calf muscle and stuff, And then Dwayne Haskins, again, I think they didn't like him from the jump, and they're just using work ethic and all of that as an excuse. That's why I think we're almost more than likely going quarterback, and if we have to, we'll just trade up because I really think they want their guy. And I think Scott Turner did try his best to make Haskins look good, but I don't think he necessarily sabotaged him. I'm not sure. I don't know.
I won't say Giannis is trash. Like his rookie year, everybody always saw that ridiculous potential. He was just getting talked about a lot his rookie year. It was just that he was very raw. But everybody knows, like, oh, this guy's a freak of nature. Like, yo, if he could tap into that potential he has, he will be crazy once they first started seeing him playing. So he was like backup his rookie year. Then I believe he came starter his second year, with like a fringe starter, and then he just kept improving. But everybody saw that.
What happened with the Giannis Jabari Parker combination? Like, what happened with Jabari Parker?
That combination was supposed to be crazy,
ridiculous, bro. What happened to that?
Jabari Parker just kept getting hurt. That Simeon High School is cursed. Derrick Rose, Jabari Parker just keep getting hurt.
Oh, they are all from Chicago.
Jabari Parker was supposed to be like a Carmelo, like not saying like exactly like Carmelo, but like a Carmelo type player. And the questions we had with Wiggins with his work ethic, Jabari Parker had work ethic. It was just the injuries that kept messing him up. Yeah, they play the same position, but like, if you got two players like that, they were going to make it work. And at that time, Giannis was a 3 because he was too skinny at the time. So Giannis was a 3, Jabari was the 4.
Like playing basketball. I like playing basketball more than football, but I like watching football more than any other sport.
Wait, Taylor Horton Tucker went to Simeon as well? I didn't even know that. Oh, have you heard about Taylor Horton Tucker?
It sounds like we need to check that high school.
Okay, so Taylor Horton Tucker, he's part of the Lakers. So last season he was just like one of the end of the bench guys, getting no playing time, and he was in the G League. But during the preseason, he's been the talk of preseason right now. He's averaging like over 25 a game. He is killing it right now.
Lakers?
He might be the starting guard. He might be the starting point guard. Taylor Horton.
The Lakers?
Yeah, that's how good he's been playing this preseason.
The Lakers are already so good. How are we letting them find guys?
I just remember this Taylor Horton Tucker guy, like before the preseason, like this guy just had ridiculous measurables. He was like 6'4", but he was super athletic for like someone that was 6'4". So I was like, okay, this guy might be someone to watch. Like, I don't know much about Taylor Horton Tucker, but he might be someone to watch just because like he had like just ridiculous like athletic measurables. And I think like he had like long wingspan too. But like right now, he's been killing it during the preseason. And even LeBron James co-signed him. Like, look, I've known this all along. I think he said this about his Twitter. Like, look, I already knew this all along about Taylor Horton Tucker.
He called it. What type of guard is he? Like, how tall is he? Like, what would you compare him to? He's
6'4". Honestly, the verdicts I haven't really seen like that much of him. Like, I haven't been watching preseason like that, but man, he's just been killing it. I gotta see more of him though. But like, yeah, I definitely want to watch him more. Huh?
He's the ball handler.
He's gonna be point guard by name because LeBron's really the point guard. So just being in the lineup. But look, he might be what Kyle Kuzma was supposed to be for the Lakers.
Wait, no, he can't be that crazy. And they're saying I heard Kyle Kuzma was looking pretty good in preseason.
Yeah, Kyle, exactly. Like that's what got me mind blown. He's 6'4" with 7'1" wingspan. I saw that last year. Like when I was looking up Taylor Tucker, and I was like, "What?" And
that's so stupid.
Like, how you got a 7'1" wingspan? You 6'4". Like those measurables are ridiculous.
That is ridiculous.
I didn't really know much about him prior to like the preseason. I just knew about his measurables. I'm like, oh, this guy in the end of the bench. I'm like, this guy's at the end of the bench with these measurables. Why is he not getting playing time? And then, what do you know?
That's why you take flyers on guys like that. That's why you take flyers on guys with potential.
Vogel's been saying the same thing. Like he knew this about Taylor Horton Tucker. So like you had this guy, you could have used this guy in your rotation. You had him stashed at your end of the bench.
So how long has he been there? This isn't a recent draft pick. Like he's been in the NBA.
I think this is his second year with the Lakers. He was second or third. I think it's second.
Still. Okay.
He's been in the G League though. He's been playing in the G League and he was balling in the G League, but Lakers just never really played him. But I think this year's his breakout year for the Lakers.
Smoke says he plays like a 37-year-old man at the YMCA. Oh yeah, and Hassan, I saw your comment earlier. I definitely would like
He kind of looks like one too. He kind of looks like one too. He got that look about him. He's like 24 or something, but he looks like a 37-year-old.
Is it his hairline or his face?
Hairline, face. He got like that grown man body too.
What's his name?
Talon Horton Tucker. So TALN. TALEN, my bad. TALEN.
Horland Tucker. Yeah, he looked like Fredo, the UK rapper, a little bit. He do look about clean 30. He does look about a clean 30. I'm not gonna lie. This man is balling too. Wait, Drake and Quavo been talking about him too. He's balling like that. He looked like
I'm saying he's been talking the preseason. This is what everybody's been talking about this preseason. About this guy from the Lakers who was the end of the bench guy. Now it's just all of a sudden balling in the preseason.
He kind of looked like Evan. He looks like 5 New Yorkers I know. Nah, he got
like Evan. Yo, he do look like Evan.
He look like Evan in this picture. He don't look like Evan all the time, but he's
only 20. He's only 20. He's only 20.
In this picture, he looks like that comedian from Houston a little bit, the one with the big and the curly hair, the big beard and stuff. He be on the All Def Digital and stuff. He look like him a little bit. He look like 4 different people because he look like somebody else in this picture. Either way, every picture he looked 30 though. But yeah, Son, I definitely want to keep Fabian Moreau. And I think it should be a combination of Ronald Darby and Jeremy Reeves on DK. None of them can guard DK one-on-one, period. He looked older than LeBron.
I just hope he don't end up like Rose and Parker. Look, he came from their high school is cursed. Simeon High School, that high school is cursed.
Yeah, I'm not sending my kids there. I'm already just like Chicago in general, but then like that too.
Are you able to watch highlights here without getting shut down?
We'll see. We've done it before.
We've been straight. Pull up the highlights.
Wait. Man, so
if he just plays like half this well in the regular season, the Lakers have improved. They have improved.
He smokes it at the end of the game. You like, how did this bum score 20 on us? So it's like a slow old man's game, and it's just like you look back. You're like, wait, when did he get 25 points type of thing? It's like that. Ooh, mute. I know y'all can't hear it, but I don't want to. If y'all can't hear it, I don't want to hear it. Like, I don't want to have a different experience from y'all.
Yo, have you been getting these text messages and people coming to your door about voting? Like, look, I'm voting, but it's been getting annoying, to be honest.
Nah, it's really annoying for me because I already voted and I'm still getting them. So yeah, I get all the text messages. I get all the every other Instagram, YouTube video is John Ossoff or Warnock or somebody. Literally every one. I don't go to
my door. They came to my door.
Your door?
Yeah, and they say like this area hasn't voted in like previous elections. And I'm like, well, we voted last time. We're going to vote. It's just a matter of like all of us like finding time to do it, but we're going to vote. And like she was like, "Oh, is this your phone number?" And then she just read my phone number without me telling her. I was like, "Man, this is getting creepy." I'm like, look, like I've been getting so many text messages. Like if a person I actually know text me, it'll just be flooded all over those messages. So sometimes I'll probably miss a text because of that. Like I had to put them on spam. It's horrible. Like they need to do something about this. This is like getting spam emails from text messaging. It's too much at this point. Like I'm voting, but at this point, this makes me not want to vote just out of spite. It's just making
me retaliate. Wait, I saw he looked like DeAndre Jordan for a second somewhere. I don't know. I'm gonna let it go. He looked just like DeAndre Jordan for a hot minute though. Boy, Kyle Kuzma doing that to people? Wait, nah, Kyle Kuzma hitting people like that, bro. They got that. What's that? The dynamic duo from 2K. I think they got dynamic duo. I think the Talon dude and Kyle Kuzma have dynamic duo from 2K because that's what it's looking like. I vote to shoot all solicitors. Senior high school is a hood public school. Anyways, they check.
Look at those arms. Pause, but look at those arms. Like 7'1" wingspan. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, bro. Built like the linebacker for the Bills.
I'm saying, if they can get like 13 a game from him, like just half the production, then they've improved. And that's
He built
scary
like
because they won a championship.
that's a really hard layup to do. Hold on, we
And
can't
look,
just. That's not
he's
easy to
playing with
do.
starting rotations too. Yeah, that's not easy. And he's playing with starting rotations, so that's a good sign.
Yeah, he like you said, he may end up starting. And I'm glad you put me on to him. I'm glad y'all like put me on to him because like now I'm actually pay attention to him as the NBA season starts. He's gonna be a feel good story. I'm gonna definitely
pull up
keep track.
3-point shot. This is what they could have used.
Confidence. They would have loved this.
So you tell me this wouldn't have been an upgrade over Danny Green? Why weren't they playing him?
Easily an upgrade. Now, that was a good screenplay. That was a really good play. Yeah. That had to be drawn up. That was drawn up. Bro, he looked like 5 different people, bro, and it's annoying. Oh, look at him. The buddy with the hair. Buddy with the hair was so disappointed. Hold on, look at him.
JaVale McGee and Dwight Howard won't be able to do that. This team improved. He mad. Hold on. Terrence Mann. Oh, that's Terrence Mann.
He mad. Look at him. He mad. He mad. Rondo brain is too strong. That man, his IQ is crazy. A couple of months younger.
Yeah. Look, losing Rondo is big, but at the same time, he still got LeBron James. So like having a high Q guy, I mean, they still got the next best like high Q guy in the NBA. So
from under here with it, he don't want the. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
He's a second year. He's a second year player. He's not a rookie. He was on the Lakers last year when they won a championship. It was just that he wasn't getting playing time.
Nah, ain't no way he that.
I don't know if this counts as a rookie year by name because Kendrick Nunn was the same way. Like Kendrick Nunn is that the previous year was his rookie year, even though technically he did play in the NBA a little bit the year before because he was in the G League. So I don't know if they'll count this as Taylor Horton Tucker's rookie year.
And that's really good defense. Like, that's perfect defense.
That is. Yo, this guy, he's a problem. Like, I know this is preseason, but this is translating. You tell me this ain't going to translate? Like, it's not like this is legit defense.
Again, it's
hit those shots in the regular season.
Like we spoke about last stream, everybody in the NBA, even G League guys, can go play a pickup game and drop 80. They can hit 3-point. I'm pretty sure Shaq can probably hit 3-pointers in a 3-point game. It's just about confidence. It's about chemistry and rhythm.
You see how many free throws in practice? You see how many
exactly
in practice?
It's all about confidence, and he has the confidence. I see that translating. Me personally, I'll put my name attached to it. I mean, I know I'm late, so it's I don't get a reward for it. But I think he'll be great.
This Lakers team is absolutely ridiculous. How did they improve? And then they got Dennis Schroeder as well. How did they improve? Look, Dennis Schroeder is on that team. He's going to be the starting point guard. Taylor Horton Tucker is going to be the starting point guard. I can't see why they wouldn't have him as a starting point guard.
Yeah, he's fine. Period. He should be the starting point guard.
Because Schroeder is better off the bench anyway, so he has to be the starting.
What he was doing for the Thunder last year off the bench was crazy. I mean, that Rocket series, bro, Schroeder almost like won that series to an extent. Like he had some good games last year.
And then for the Hawks too, but he said he wants to be a starter. He doesn't want to be on the bench anymore. But hey, look, you're better off the bench.
On the bench after, I mean, you're gonna get more. You're gonna have your stats are gonna look better if you're coming off the bench. I can tell you that. Wait, what is this? Why are we looking at this? What does this have?
We're looking at Caruso, but okay.
It's supposed to be. Do we give him a highlight for picking up Caruso? That was the highlight.
Teamwork.
That teamwork. Teamwork. That's the highlight.
He got teamwork. Okay, he got the teamwork grade going. Okay.
Teamwork. Okay, team chemistry going up. Okay, that's the highlight. That's why. That looks like you remember light-skinned Xavier. You remember light-skinned Xavier from St. John's? That's my boy, Xavier. But he looks like him too.
Looks like a more swole version of him. Like him. Been in the weight room for like 5 straight years.
But this is crazy. This man looks like several people. This is not a highlight. He missed and LeBron got bro. Yeah, so we're looking at I like this. I prefer this. We're looking at good and bad plays. I like this. Boy, Westbrook, I don't know what that was. Somebody help Westbrook, man. Somebody
This is the bubble. Wait, they're showing Taylor Horton. This is not even a highlight. This is the bubble. This is the playoffs.
Hey,
So I
wait
was
to
like,
take
wait,
that
what
charge.
Westbrook doing in the Rockets? Like, this the playoffs. So this
Yeah,
ain't even
yeah.
preseason.
Yeah, this is just literally his anything he's done. Look at that defense. Look at that. Look at that. Intimidator. Gold intimidator. Gold shot intimidator. Ooh, that pass was.
Speaking of Harden, have you seen a picture of Harden?
Oh, yeah. You're talking about how big Harden is?
Yeah, but even though that picture was kind of doctored, that picture was kind of doctored because I think he was probably like wearing like some thermal pads or something. Because he's not that big, but it was funny.
We've
It was
already
just
been
funny.
making fun of his weight. We've been making fun of his weight for years now.
Yeah,
And
the thing is, like, it doesn't matter. Like, he's still like, look, he just got that skinny, fat body, but he's still a beast out there. It's like, who cares? And the thing is, Harden's always that person. Like, he'll come to start a season a little bit overweight, but then he'll just play himself into shape.
but he literally looks like Rick Ross, Shady. Like
Rick Ross, Kimbo Slice, all of that.
Yeah, bro. Like, bro, literally Rick Ross. That is wild, bro. But he don't care, bro. I mean, like you said, he always doesn't care coming from the offseason. He parties and all of that. But then, like, now that he wants to be traded, he super doesn't care. He said, give me an extra burger every time you go to McDonald's.
But you know what? After this picture surfaced, when they interviewed him again, he came out with a sleeveless shirt. Just so, and then he had like his arms oiled up just so he could show his muscles.
What kind of games is that playing, bro?
I was like, after this picture came out, I was like, all right, y'all want to play with me now? So,
and DMV Sports don't say he's never a fan of Harden as a person, and this proves why. Yeah, a lot of people, even in the organization, they said he's been doing this thing like during the off season. He doesn't play with anybody. He doesn't practice with anybody. He's just literally partying during the off season. He's partying in between games. Like whenever they have off days, he's out partying. He's not with the team. Yeah. No team chemistry, but they're like, they just accept it because he drops 50 the next day.
I'm saying, look, I don't have a problem with that because we already watched The Last Dance with Dennis Rodman. Some players like Kevin Durant, their way of being the player they are is just working, just keep practicing. Durant, Giannis, and there's just some players like Harden that just get their energy from partying, who probably don't like as much working to practice or anything, but it's get the energy by partying. But at the end of the day, he's still one of the best offensive players of all time. So this saying Harden look like, oh my goodness.
Wait, let me go back. It's Harden right now. James Harden on the fast break too. Get him. Okay.
But
big moves. Number 95. That's a defensive line. And then he ran away like
that's Adams. That's the former Chicago Bears comedian. But look, I have no problem with it. Like, look, if this is how James Harden operates, is this how it makes him become to his best self, like as a player in the NBA? Like, look, if he parties and all that, but still drop 35 a game, there's no problem. There's no problem.
Why did he smack his anyway, though? This is the clip I was thinking of when DMV Sports Zone said he didn't like him. I remember when James Harden did this, and I was like, why would you do that?
Yeah,
like,
I remember that.
Just dap him. Even if you disagree, dap him up.
I remember that.
CP3 trying to be a leader and keep it together, and you just slapped his hand?
I was like, come on, James Harden, you on a State Farm commercial.
Yeah, come on, like, bro, it would have taken so much out of me not to tackle that man after that. Like, how you just
Chris Paul probably the same thing with him too.
Boy, he wanted to swing on him right there.
Like weird because some people say Chris Paul's a bad teammate as well, and some people say he's a good teammate. So you don't know with Chris Paul as well.
Look at him at least trying to. He disagrees, but at least he's like, all right, let's dap it up and get it together. James Harden said, forget all that.
Back then, I just thought, like, look, it's the heat of the moment. They're over there just trying to figure out like the miscommunications, the heat of the moment. So I was like, you know what? It's just two star players just trying to get better by arguing. This is how they gel as part of a team. But now, after the fallout and everything with Chris Paul and Harden, like, yeah, this clip does say a lot more. Yeah,
this like shows like, okay, this is what was going on. Remember, this is only one clip that we had. It's probably plenty more out there we didn't see. Smoke said Harden's game translates though. He could be 300 pounds, hit a step back three with his eyes closed. That's a good point.
I'm saying that's what I'm saying. Like, look, I don't find that as a big deal. Like, look, if he can party with his personal trainers and whatever. Like it doesn't matter. Like if he comes back and he's still the same player, like I have no problem with Harden. I said this about Joel Embiid. Joel Embiid is different. Joel Embiid will eat fast food and everything, but you can see him clearly tire out at the end of the games, and that's just because he's in shape. Harden is different. Harden can play 40 minutes a game, and he'll still be good. Like he will tire out in the playoffs sometimes, but I just think it's just because he carries a ridiculous offensive load that like any human being is going to tire out from that.
Yeah, and I think James Harden may just have a different body than Joel Embiid that can handle that. And I also think because Joel Embiid is also one of the better paint defenders in the league, so he jumps more, he's getting rebounds. So I think maybe that's also contributing to it. But yeah, I think besides that, I think James Harden is just one of them lucky individuals that can eat burgers and still be perfectly balanced and all his stamina up and all of that type of stuff. See what he was about.
And the thing with I'm sure we're not even sure what Harden really eats burgers or not. We know he has that skinny fat body, but I've already seen what Joel Embiid's diet is, and the fact that Joel Embiid is over 300 pounds. Like his list in NBA weights like 270, but he's really like over 300 pounds. Can't be over 300 pounds in NBA right now. Like you gotta be under that.
Even Zion worked on it, and his was muscle. A lot of it.
Right now, Zion showed up out of shape in the preseason.
He did.
Zion showed up out of shape. So
you know that. And wait, Jesse said my Twitter's weird. Why is my Twitter weird? I haven't seen. Let me see if I can find.
Just put like Zion weight or something, and then.
All right, so might have to just type in his whole name then, because it sounds like
Zion weight.
Oh, Zion, what? Let me. Yeah, that's actually. Thank you for that. Good point. This was your Zion's weight like it was an eating competition.
I'm not sure you were 22nd though, but like he showed up like even more. He showed up a little bit out of shape.
Really?
Put like latest. Go to latest.
What to say? What was he doing? Latest might be like
or top.
Hold on. Yeah, let's try top. Let's see. Lost some weight from last season. Somebody said he lost weight. Now somebody's complaining about saying Zion. Everybody talking about Harden, but we need to talk about Zion's weight. So I'm trying to see.
I mean, he didn't show like super. I mean, like he was just like a little bit chunky.
Okay. You better keep it together, Zion. Better keep it together. Don't lose it. You said before Thanksgiving and then afterwards. Yeah, that's a big difference, James. That's ridiculous, bro.
He was wearing thermals. Like he was wearing like pads and all that under the workout, under the warm-up gear.
Why? Why was he doing that? He said a shapeshifter. Well, why was he doing that? Why? Why? Please tell me why. I'm gonna go back to I
think players do that before they get on the court. They just wear like all this gear under all this like padding under their warm-up stuff.
Let's get it, yo, bro. Every other commercial. But at the end of the day, though, we if you in Georgia, you definitely make sure you go vote. Though we voted, so make sure y'all definitely go vote. This election open, my people. Oh yeah, thank you, mommy. Yeah, make sure y'all go vote though, because we can flip the Senate, y'all. So we gotta, Georgia right now can come up clutch again. We came up clutch in the presidential election, and we can also flip the Senate. So we gotta go vote.
Like, I get why they're doing all this texting, but it is kind of annoying. But look, I get it because there are people that probably don't care. I have friends I know that don't care. So
yeah, hopefully, you know what I'm saying. Hopefully, people.
Can y'all care more so they can stop texting me? That's just what I want to know. That's what I want. Care more so they stop texting me.
And once I voted, they should just automatically my body should just be scanned for the fact that stop.
If they know my number. I'm saying if they know my number and everything, then how they not? Then they can tell if I voted or not, right? So
yeah, you would think. Oh, it's good, Pedro. My boy Pedro Smith pulled up. You excited to see Dwayne play? Yeah. I mean, I've always been win-win with Dwayne. Play him to the end of the season. If he's bad, get quarterback in the draft like I want to. If he's good, then you don't have to get quarterback in the draft. So yeah, I'm excited to see Dwayne play. Good or not, I prefer for him to do well because I wish the best for him. But at the end of the day, if he plays bad, we get a top quarterback. If he plays well, then you can wait on quarterback later and get another position. Maybe get Devontae Smith or Kyle Pitts in the first round or something.
So you know how when you playing pickup basketball, there's like this dude you play against who's kind of like chubby. He's not like fat or anything, but it's like chubby, like that skinny chubby where you look at him, you know he's a baller, but he kind of like got a little bit weight on him. And then he'll just cross you up and everything. Like he'll shoot over you, he'll score over you. That's harder. That's harder than NBA for him. Yeah, exactly. Super fundamentals. That's harder than NBA for him. Like he just got that body type. And like since he got that weight, you know he's strong. It's just like Harden. Like
people underrate James Harden paint defense. You know what I'm saying? Pedro, get that
Harden's ridiculously strong. Yeah.
Bro, there were possessions
he'll bully you.
There were possessions in that Maverick series that he literally stopped Porzingis in the paint. Like his paint defense is actually extremely underrated.
Is it because his anticipation is so high, his IQ is high, and then he has the strength, which is also why they didn't play without a big man, because they know, like, look, Harden's best tool on defense is his post defense. So
exactly,
play the post, and we can play Tucker on the perimeter.
But that is wild that he literally stopped Porzingis from scoring in the paint a couple of times in one game. Did you
see DeAndre Ayton go against Harden? DeAndre Ayton couldn't do nothing. Like Ayton
I didn't see that.
Size, height, and everything, but he couldn't do nothing against Harden because Harden will either try to strip the ball from him every time he'll try to like do a spin move or something, or he couldn't really post him up. Do they even have that? Like they have to.
I was gonna try to CEO say that they tried. I'm gonna try Twitter before we get up out of here because I'm supposed to be leaving in 2 minutes. But let me try to find this last little thing right here. Say what? Oh yeah, Tom. Yeah, because we're doing a lot of stuff. Oh, here we go. Let's go. Let's see what's going on. DeAndre Ayton, what's going on? Don't get bullied. You're not going to.
Like every time he tries to spin, he'll just strip it. He couldn't. Like you would think that would be a. Suns kept trying to take advantage of that, but like Rockets were baiting them because, like, oh yeah, try to take advantage of that. You're gonna lose the ball. Harden's not gonna let you post up on him.
Let me see.
That's why everybody's saying Harden's defense is trash. I'm like, have you seen his post defense? Like Harden's post defense is legit.
Oh, you know it, bro.
He's a lazy defender at times, but that's just because he takes plays off. But he's not a bad defender. He's motivated to be a very good defender.
Yeah. And I mean, again, even though Porzingis is soft, I don't care. That man is 7'1". You better be able to score on Harden. Like that, the fact that James Harden was able to stop him a couple of possessions. Now, I mean, Porzingis did still have a great overall game. I think he scored more than 30 points that game. But I just didn't expect James Harden to stop him in the play. I already knew James Harden.
At the end of the day, you're like 7'3" and the tallest player going against a 6'6". So
just drop it. Just
I'm saying he had to score 30. I'll be mad if he didn't score 30.
He got manhanded there.
It's like he just couldn't play in the post. It was just like, screw it, I'm just going to keep shooting threes.
He said, look, before we go, Slim, the comments on that post are crazy. I wasn't even looking. I didn't even read. I'm not going to lie. Lake Ridge Eagle. I'm just going to go ahead and leave before, you know what I'm saying? Union Redskins. Let's look this up. This right here? Is this the boy Jones right here? All right, so we can
highlights. Okay.
Let's see, Jones. Who are you? Be the last thing we watch right before we get up out of here.
Okay.
Last thing we watch before we get right up.
No, this is Texas. Just watching these videos. Oh, you can tell off the bat.
Texas don't play by their football. Texas don't play by their football.
But just the people, like just seeing the people, like this is Texas.
And look at the quality of the video.
That's what I'm saying.
College NFL, like
for a high school football game, this is Texas.
Super Texas, man.
This looks like something you see on Netflix.
Jones, what team are you on? Oh, you were in middle school. Oh, okay, we the green and black. Oh, so that's your team. Your team is the green and black team. Dang, man, they did pretty dirty.
Production right here, like the production on this.
Yeah, this is their slow motion. I'm pretty sure it goes with the music. I'm pretty sure there's some music in it. I just have it muted. Look at the slow mo. Look at the angles and the different slow mo. Oh, boy, Buddy did. Oh, he did somebody dirty. Number. Oh, he doing them dirty some more. Oh, no. I'm sorry. Number 7 did somebody dirty right off.
And then he wearing the number 7 like Vic.
Oh no, he did Buddy dirty. He said, "This is Texas. Why are we looking at this though? If you're not even in it." That's the same thing I was wondering, but we already here. So I mean, shouts out to his school. But definitely when you get in them, when there's a video where you in it, Jones, we definitely gotta peep it. But nah, they doing people dirty though. They're definitely doing people dirty. Definitely doing people quite filthy out here. Okay, wait. There might be a play by the other team. Wide open. Okay. They're going back and forth now. Now they're just showing the other team's highlights, I guess. Now they're just a little. Yeah, they're just going back and forth. I was about to say, because there's no way black and green just killing them like this. So they showed all the positive black and green plays. Now they're showing the positive. Oh, no, we're going back to the black. Okay. Is this just one? No, this is several games. They've been wearing different jerseys. Boy, he was wide open. All right, well, let's go ahead and get up out of here. We definitely, Jones, let us know when you in there, man, so we can definitely pull that up. We'll be watching you for real. He said, "Well, Rico, your Twitter is shut." What's wrong with my Twitter? How do you, I'd say, what do you do on Twitter to make it better? I don't know what's wrong with my Twitter. But man, as always, man, we appreciate y'all pulling up. Anything you wanted to say before we get up out of here, Seyi? And yeah, I noticed that DMV Sports Zone. That quarterback was short, but he was fast though. But yeah, man, anything you want to say before we get up out of here, Seyi?
I gotta say, you gotta up your Twitter game, Rico. Like what you doing?
I don't know what I did wrong.
Gotta up your Twitter game.
What do you do? I thought this was basic Twitter. But yeah, man, as always, man, y'all already know, man. The broadcast podcast, me and Seyi, every Friday, 8 to 10 p.m. every week. Y'all already know to pull up to this. We talk about everything, not just burgundy and gold. Talk about basketball, soccer, anything in life, music, just anything. Just come in here with your random questions. We got you. And of course, shouts out to everybody that pulled up, especially like the other channels like DMV Sports Zone, Pedro, my boy, Big Simple, my boy Juan Gotti. Make sure y'all subscribe to everybody's channels that pulled up today, man. Big shouts out to everybody. And of course, shouts out to everybody that's always here every week on Fridays, man. We really appreciate y'all. And we're going to catch y'all next week, man. Y'all already know, again, every Friday, 8 to 10 p.m. Appreciate y'all. Another 5 stream. Appreciate that. Another 5 stream. Appreciate that. We'll catch y'all next Friday, man.